All right. How you all feeling?
Yeah, ready?
As ready as we can be.
To rumble. Maybe.
Right.
Can I say it's actually pleasure doing this,
I'm glad.
Not just because we're recording, but like...
Yeah, Jake, we're recording that, right?
Yeah, we got that, yeah.
I came this morning, I was feeling kind of tired. I was like, I don't know how it's going to work today. And then, you guys woke me up, man.
No, I feel the same, actually. I was like, oh my God, I'm half asleep. I've got so many things to do. But then I was like, actually...
Yeah.
I feel alive.
Yeah.
I think after seeing Clym fall on the floor, I think that's...
Nothing beats pratfall, sir. Nothing beats pratfall.
None of us were recording it because we were all presently mindful in the moment of laughing at Clym. Alrighty. I guess, for what it's worth, let's give it a whirl. Why not?
Cool.
Okay, you're all ready? 3, 2, 1. I forgot the intro.
Salutations.
Greetings and salutations.
Good listener.
Fucking hell, yeah, it's
Wow.
been a minute, isn't it? Jesus. Let me get the thing up before I fuck this up completely and make it very boring for everybody.
Don't worry, we'll wait.
Thanks. Oh, no, I know what it is. This one. Okay, here you go.
Okay, are you ready?
Not ready, but here we go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Dungeons and Dragons and Dramas, a rambunctious, ferocious, naughty, sweary amdram for grown-ups. See episode show notes for content warnings. And salutations, good listener, and welcome in to Dungeons and Dragons and Dramas, or as we know it, D3. I fucking nailed it, even though we've had like a break of 2 months. With me, excuse me, before I get way ahead of myself, I have to get my many, many notes I make for this. Let's pop the hood, so to speak, and scratch our chins and say, oh, I don't know, mate, that's going to be cheap. That's not going to be cheap at all. Nah, it's going to cost you. About our dramatic dramatization that's about to cost a lot more than we bargained for, especially in your ears. With me is that was different. That was
Wow, God, I underestimated you. That was...
Really? Because I wrote that on the train coming in.
Oh, goosebumps.
I even threw in a little bit of my dad.
For some reason, I had...
You always do.
I got a lot to work through.
You always
Dave.
do.
I got a lot to work through, Dave. Yeah, it's
We
a lot.
know.
We got a process. It's a process.
It's okay.
With me is our Dramantis.
Praying mantis.
Praying mantis person, right?
That's the energy of the day. Is a praying mantis energy right now. I feel I'm going to eat the head of my male lover. I think that's how that works, isn't it? Do you praying mantis?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do.
That's pretty violent.
Are you doing that on the podcast in front of everyone?
No, it's a
the
metaphor, Tom. It's a metaphor. This whole thing's a metaphor.
Okay.
It's a beautiful dream.
Never
All
scrub
right.
it out.
No.
With us is our not mantis but dramatis personae
Yes.
around the table who are about to sacrifice some integrity, I feel, for your pleasure. Starting on... Who wants to go first? I always point at you guys. That's rude.
Oh, go
Who
on,
wants to go
Tom.
first?
Seeing as you didn't know that we've been using a dice jail since January.
Wow. Okay, full disclosure, folks. All of us technically were later than Tom today. And Tom has been dining out.
They know
the
because
entire
I
night.
posted it on my TikTok already.
really?
Under the
What's
hashtag.
TikTok?
Under the hashtag.
It's still the morning, man.
Under the hashtag. Get this.
Are you following me?
Hashtag what?
Devora Wilde.
Devora.
Wilde.
It's pretty. I got to tell you, it's pretty low. It's pretty basement level common denominator humor here.
No, you know what? I'll give it to Tom.
Give it to Tom.
Give it
That's
to
kind of
Tom.
good.
You can have that one, Tom. You took my dice. You took my dignity. And
Is Tom 2-0 up on you now?
Can I also just say, I didn't know about the dice jail because my dice are always on my side. I don't need to put him in no jail.
Wow.
Oh, he's brought the sass today.
Wow, fight and talk.
There's going to be fights on this boat.
It's about as close as we ever get a smack talk on this thing. I feel like I'm literally in the middle going, Ippon! Okay, let's carry on. Why
Yes,
not?
I'm playing.
Hi, Tom.
Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
I'm Thomas T. Thompson, playing Thomas T. Thompson, who is a writer-director turned into kaiju-based dragonkin barbarian, also called Thomas T. Thompson, obviously.
I liked your introductions where you went like Marvelous Dragon Man and things like that.
A marvelous dragon man.
It still haunts my dreams in a wonderful way.
Do you have a little
Marvelous
chuckle at
Dragon Man.
that?
I do have
He
a
is a
chuckle.
marvelous dragon man. Hey, I've got a little. Would you like a little secret, a little fact
Confession.
from his past? A confession
We would
from your
love
CV.
it.
Yes,
from my
please.
CV.
Indeed.
Let's talk other jobs. All right.
Oh yeah,
You know,
okay.
you'll know.
Beyond the Cafe Nero one.
Beyond the Cafe Nero one, you know, jobbing writers, actors, people, we always go through a range of jobs. Thomas T. Thompson is no stranger to this, let me tell you this. and of course, he has done some of his time with a temping agency, and it was through a temping agency that randomly, one day, just for one day, he got the job as the head of the milk marketing board. He was, you know, as an accidental draft.
What exactly?
Well, that's the question, because in his one day, he came up with the milk marketing catchphrase, milk. It doesn't just have to come from cows.
Wow.
Okay.
Jeez.
That raises a lot of questions, man. I'm not
Just
sure.
have to.
I know this is a mature rated show.
Get it from other places.
Sure, that's cowboy.
I'm going to leave that hanging.
Yeah, you should
That's
leave that one hanging.
That's it.
And please, folks at home, don't Google the word milking. All right, moving on. Around the table, we have Clym Dodds. Hey, Clym.
Hello, I play Henry Etch, also known as Hench, who was a stagehand, but is now
put upon stagehand.
much put upon stagehand, but is now a gnome wizard, and he's missing his lack of height. He really, really is.
Yeah.
He doesn't like being short, but there's not a lot I can do about it.
Does he think about his lack of height a lot?
Yes, he does an awful lot. Yeah.
Stilts.
Stilts,
No,
man.
stilts.
Stilts.
I might try that.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Good luck with it. What is your dexterity? Okay, what's your confession from your CV, from Hench's CV?
Confession from Hench's CV is, okay, he was once offered a job at the Tokyo Opera,
Okay.
Okay.
But
he decided not to do it because there are no Gregs in Tokyo.
as far as you know,
Well, he didn't. No, he doesn't know. Oh, yeah. I think
we should
no, I think
Google
it
that.
might
Can we
be, yeah.
Google if there's
We can Google it.
Grego?
I will
in
Google it, but I
Tokyo?
can see how that would work. He has to have his
There
Gregs.
absolutely isn't a Greg's in Tokyo.
You know why?
I'm pretty sure there isn't a Greg's in Tokyo.
No, you know why?
Dev is very certain, almost to a point where it suggests she's looked for one in Tokyo.
You look for a Greg's.
I've not, and I've not been to Tokyo, but I'm not 100% sure on this one.
Dude, I'm going to say
Cool Greg's.
in many years going to work in Japan, I have had one bad meal the entire time. There is no Greg's there.
No,
Yeah.
Greg's don't
There's no
exist.
Greg's.
There's no Greg's in
There's no
Tokyo. I just Googled it and
You
there's
chat
no,
GBT it.
I'm not going to chat GBT it.
Oh, that's right, because we are anti-AI here. so-
Yes. But there is no, it's not. And
not
that's
Greg's.
why you didn't take the job.
Vindication. Fantastic.
That's why
Okay.
you didn't take the job, because it wasn't a Greg's.
Yeah.
I think H is a terrible business person. I'm just going to be honest with you. You based an entire economic strain of your career, potentially a new career, potentially a level up in your career, because there wasn't a fucking Greg's there.
He likes his safe things. He's very cloistered.
Listen, if
a
he
miracle he
needs,
survived
if
this.
that man lives on steak bakes, who are we to begrudge him?
Fair enough. All right, moving around the table with many questions still left answered.
There's so many questions.
So many questions right now. Here we have the prestigious and award-winning Inel Tomlinson.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm Inel, and I play Nathan Kaiba, actor extraordinaire.
Yeah.
And also rogue in this universe.
Indeed.
And let's say, Nathan's got a confession on for his CV.
What's that,
You
sir?
see, Nathan's done many things in his time, but Nathan has never, up to this point, been in a relationship.
So he's been a casual. He's been I'm an easy lover, but never been in a
Has it been a
relationship.
situationship kind
Wow.
A relay friendship, maybe.
Oh, wow.
of way?
So,
Capybara.
I know.
Never
so
been.
He's never found true love.
No, do you know what it is? It could be because he's a I guess he's afraid of being vulnerable, which is his Achilles heel as an actor, I guess, in that kind of way.
Which is actually a big part of being an actor, is being vulnerable. So he doesn't like it.
Which is why his career is where his career is at.
Except now, he potentially has.
Indeed.
Because, if I remember correctly, your dog made a major plot point happen by just going at the right moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so we actually introduced back in Kilnip at the moment when you were the most vulnerable.
Indeed.
And then she mixed the messages completely wrong. She got the messages completely mixed up, and she thought you were proposing, and she said yes.
You're now engaged.
And now you're engaged. And you didn't correct her.
Indeed.
And that is another question that we won't get into now. I am curious as to why you never corrected her. So we have to talk about that later on. Anyway, what is so that is your confession from your CV. Thank you very much indeed. Lastly, but never, of course, leastly, darling. Dev.
It's me, Dev. I play Mags Thatcher. No relation to the other. But that's the story for another time. That's the story for another time.
So many stories.
The ingenue of this tale, and now turned into an elf. I want to say quite powerful elf.
Yeah, very powerful, self-realized.
Sexy soul.
Sexy soul.
And don't you have now
Sexy.
you also have now...
Someone says sexy.
Sorry, this is something that Jake's probably going to have to cut from the recording. But we should bonus content sexy sword. With music video, but like a really cheap, like one that we just literally shot on our phone.
We can also get Sarah to make it.
The sword or the
backing track?
I really think that should probably be top of the priority.
To make the sword.
But also, you've also now have a breasty breastplate, if you remember. You found that.
Sure, yeah.
You're like, I was drunk. Maybe sure.
There's vodka in this bottle of water.
Well, isn't there? So you also have the ability to change into animals now.
That's correct.
Yeah, you turned into a magpie. It was a magpie, which was very cute, which I appreciate. So what is a confession from your CV?
A confession from my CV, since the topic of the day seems to be previous jobs. So as we know, Mags, I feel like she's the kind of person who doesn't need to try very hard to sort of achieve things. Maybe in acting, the acting career is still a little bit stagnant, but she's getting there. So she actually used to be the country's top party princess.
What? What does that mean?
Oh, like children's entertainer.
I was thinking it's like completely different.
What did you think?
Like one of those fucking like socialites in the 90s that used to go around doing drugs and having sex and then saying how amazing she is for doing drugs and having sex. She's like, I'm a party princess.
Okay,
I'm going to become an actor.
I should specify a children's entertainer party princess.
All right, that's a little
but
different.
like the top of her game. Like, people would like celebrity, the one that goes to like celebrity houses to do.
Because the connections of her family.
What's that?
Because the connections of her family.
Yeah, and also because she just happened to be very good at it.
Do you know what? Confession from my own personal CV. I used to do that.
Confession from mine. Me too.
No, really? You were a celebrity party princess.
We used to do like bespoke parties for like rich people and celebs for their kids' birthdays.
I just did it for basic people.
Basic party princess.
Basic party princess.
Basic party princess.
It's true.
Basic people.
I know it's like, I used to do it for very rich and interesting people.
I did it at uni.
That's amazing.
They paid good money because they used to tip really well.
I bet.
They used to tip it like £50 notes.
Well, the children, God, they must have been rich.
No, the parents. It was just like an excuse for parents to just get social.
Oh, and drunk.
And drunk.
And
I'm
hammered.
so drunk.
Absolutely fucking hammered.
We could do a whole episode on this, to be honest.
Actually, there could be something for the bonus content as well. Quite funny.
Confessions of a party princess.
That's actually the title of my memoir. It's going to be. No, seriously.
Okay.
So yes, and lastly, again, I always forget, obviously I am Neil, and I am their drama master, their king of dramas, The king of... No, I'm not going to do that because I was about to do a bad Trump impression, which we're editing out. The king of dramas. I'm also the god of this universe, which I do realise does say a lot about me when I have appointed and anointed myself as the omnipresent, self-proclaimed god of this world. So I guess that's a confession from my CV is I'm okay with it. I'm totally okay with that. I'm fine. Although I preach humility and gratitude, actually, no, deep down, I'm a narcissistic demigod that likes to fuck with other people's lives.
Aren't we all?
In a fictional context.
It makes the best content.
No, seriously, this is fun. All right, so welcome back into the adventure.
One second, Neil. I just want to lift your mic up before you carry on into the pod.
Can we pretend I have Jedi powers and you come around and do it and I just go whoop?
I only just noticed Tom's got a different mic than everybody else.
Yeah,
He's got a shotgun.
Yeah.
He's got the phallic mic.
Jeez.
To show off his
You get the dick mic.
I want the biggest mic.
I did ask for it.
Who's pissed me off today? You're getting the dick mic.
Is this thing's gone like whoop?
You said you wanted it to do like magic stuff though, right?
It did do magic stuff. Either that or the microphone is deeply turned on right now.
They're all at it.
It's a shit. It just went, I was just talking to you and it went whoop, like a little half mast.
I'll be the magnetic personality, that'll be.
How exciting. I don't know, man. It's pretty frisky. I have a frisky microphone. Please tell me we're recording this. So, good listeners at home, my microphone has become a little frisky. We may have to do the introduction again from the start of the thing because it's just, it's a little chirpy, isn't it? Whoop.
Right.
Yeah.
What's going on?
We good?
I think it's good.
Has the microphone had the equivalent of a cold shower?
Down, boy, down.
I'll keep an eye on it.
No worries. And of course, folks, lastly, triple lastly, we also have our wonderful, apparently, microphone whisperer, Jake. Hi, Jake. Welcome back.
Hello.
How was your, if I'm getting this pronunciation correct, holiday? How was that?
It was lovely.
Yeah, delightful?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you look brown and bronze, you bastard.
Well, you know, just gotta get the sun when you can.
Well, apparently so. My skin is basically translucent right now, so I'm sort of looking at you with great envy.
What's a confession from your CV, Jake?
Yeah, Jake. What's a confession from your CV?
I guess it would have to be a real one, wouldn't it?
Make it up. We don't care.
When I was 16, I worked at a retail store. And instead of handing my notice in, I just ghost left.
Wow, that's a boss move.
Wow.
You just ghosted, just walked out one day
just
bags and bags of merchandise underneath your arms.
With the chill.
Notice how we didn't say the name of the store.
It's for legal reasons I can't.
That's fair.
We don't have the Fifth Amendment in this country, buddy. That's America. All right, so getting back into the adventure, why not? Last you saw of land as the fish ship, the submarine, disappeared rather quickly into the fathoms of the deep.
It's all right.
Calling it a submarine.
Because it's just for fun.
Oh, okay.
I call it a
It
submarine.
was like a weird thing that you were doing.
Only because it's like the idea that submarines aren't usual in Faerun. So this is like a new thing. And so they pronounce it in a different way just for distinction.
You know what? That's fine.
Yeah. I'm going to do...
I do have a breasty breastplate. Also, I have a stupid rock
You do
exclamation
have a rock
mark.
with a little man on it.
Great.
A picture man on it.
Okay, fine.
Which would be fun. In fact,
Good
we've
then.
completely forgotten to use any of these things, which I also have to find.
To be fair, Dave, you have all the items.
You have
I
to do all
actually
the
do.
items, man. You do.
I've been frugal.
Last you see of the land as the submarine slips beneath the waves. Captain Bebo and Salt and Pepper, his two crew, are furiously working small digits and levers, pressing buttons as this contraption veers off down into the dark. Very quickly, the only light source that you see is actually the red light inside the large glass eyeball of this fish ship. This strange mechanical device that Bebo spent years creating, and it slips further down and further away from the island. You feel immediately the pressure change. the inside of the ship feels strange. The air is not stale, but it definitely feels altered. And you also feel this strange popping in your ears and this strange pressure in your jaws. You realize after the initial chattering of wow and the oohs and ahs of pointing out of the windows and seeing schools of fish fly past and strange other creatures that you've never even seen before easily swim around the ship as it descends, it suddenly becomes darker. The conversations that were between you start fading out, and you notice that Bebo and Salt and Pepper are no longer looking at you or talking to you or pointing out things as you submerge, but instead are intently focused on the dials and the boards ahead of them. The eeriness of the quiet is only punctuated with a mild creaking and sometimes popping that you hear echoed through the ship. The
That's
hum.
not good.
That's not good at all. No. The red light is all that you see around you. It's enough to see by. However, it does cast a very almost demonic kind of feel to this environment. You're sitting at seats at the back of the head of this fish ship, this submarine. You've got little you know how you get in roller coasters? You know, those little things,
harnesses.
little harnesses. You're all harnessed up. You don't know why. So far, the movement of the ship and the actual journey has been incredibly smooth, but for some reason, these are heavy-duty harnesses that are packed there. It's easily to get yourself out. However, you are all strapped in. Around you are yourselves. Also, Clym is there, holding her little paw is holding quite tight onto. I got your name. Nathan
Sweaty hands.
Nathan's sweaty hands. As both you,
The happy couple.
both of whom look absolutely petrified at this new experience, and the creaking and the shudders seem to give them jumps and little jump scares every few minutes. Clym looks up to you and goes, don't worry, honey.
I miss Clym.
I think
She's my favourite bit of the show.
This is my emotional support kobold.
I think at this point Nathan would start doing his drama techniques of breathe in for 4, out for 6.
Links for 12.
So it's like a fucked up version of square breathing, but he gets it wrong. It's not actually square at all. Okay, it's like a rectangle breathing. His own invention, TM. All right. Around you, of course, we also have the marvelous Dragon Man. How is Thomas T. Thompson doing?
Trying to keep it cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nervous like everyone. I mean, this is probably a first time in a submarine for all of us. But
unless you went on one of those really shitty rides, in a water park. They do a fake submarine, which is just on rails.
Yeah.
Did Thomas T. Thompson never do that? Alton Towers or something?
It's another confession for another time.
Oh, we can do. Being very coy today, Tom.
Theme park days. He's basically Thomas T. Tom. I'm trying to keep it cool in front of the captain, because
Whose back is towards you.
still
Actually, I'm going to say he's got little mirrors, these are kind of like mirrors, so he can look. But every now and again, you feel his gaze sweep across you.
Where's the sunglasses? You can only see his eyes in them.
Yeah, he goes his eyes.
Every time he does that, Thomas T. Thompson goes.
There's an image of Clym shaking like crazy, and Nathan Kaiba sweating like crazy, and every time punctuated by a Beavis and Butthead. Just going around. Okay, cool. Clym, you are also strapped in. However, your experience of this is Hench's experience is wildly different.
Yeah, hugely different. He's having a whale of a time. He's just realised that magic in here is being used to create steam power, and his mind is racing with the possibilities of what he could do with this newfound world and this newfound technology.
Okay, cool.
So he wants to learn everything he can about this thing.
Okay, can you make an insight test, please?
Okay.
Ooh, first roll of the day.
First roll of the day. I forgot we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Bing, bing, bing.
Okay, insight. Now that's based on wisdom, isn't it? Yes. Oh, that's an 8. That's going to be a fail.
Okay, so you try to get an angle to look around. Salt and Pepper and Captain Bieber are at the front of the sort of the eyeball of the ship, as it were, which is this. If I remember correctly, it's
like
a control
a fish
room.
thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a command and control room, which has a couple of ladders going deeper into the fish ship than submarine. Also, this massive sort of bulbous what you think is glass, but actually is a lot thicker than any glass you've ever seen, which covers the entirety of like the head of the fish that you can see out easily. And the platform they sit on is slightly raised and forward, and there's this huge bank of dials and levers and pulleys and all that kind of stuff, which they're moving their chairs, which are on these little rails. So the chairs move backwards and forwards. And they can lock them in position and stuff like that. And they swivel. I mean, it's basically Star Trek shit.
Yeah.
It's very cool. And they sort of like punching all these dials. It's very, very difficult to work out what does what.
Right.
And they're moving so rapidly in unison that actually you haven't quite fathomed how this thing works.
Yeah.
Given a bit of time and maybe a study, even asking them if they're prepared to teach you, maybe you could learn how to operate this thing. Yeah,
cool.
You're also fucking tiny, so it's like a child. Maybe they can get you one of those kid things. You put on. Do you remember those kid wheels? Have you ever seen one of those?
Fisher Price.
Yeah, Fisher Price. And you put it on the. I fucking love this. You put it on. So I want one as well. So you put it on the dashboard next to the driver's seat.
You're
the little
driving
kid.
the car.
You're driving the car.
You're driving the car.
If you ever watched a child do that, they're the fucking worst drivers on the planet. Like drunk drivers.
Straight in the ditch.
They're like rolling the fucking wheel and pulling like into out of gears. There's no clutch control.
No.
Anyway, so it's like that.
Nice.
So maybe you can do something like that. Yeah, okay, so
Please tell me it's multicolored as well.
Yeah, there you go, yeah. It's only the multicolored ones. So how about Mags?
Mags is feeling very apprehensive. I think out of probably everyone, I mean, everyone's having their little moments, and Mags, I think, is the only one in this, before they went down, that she was just like, I'm not sure this is a great idea. It's probably necessary.
Yeah.
But whether it's the best idea, there's a feeling of trepidation, of dread, of nervousness, of just something bad is going to happen. She's a bit superstitious, our Mags.
Is she one of those actors where it's like she'll do certain things to make sure the gig goes well? Do you know what I mean? Does like the Scottish play and
jump
knocking on wood and
jump on one leg, power pose in the toilet, that kind of thing.
What?
Oh, Tom, don't tell me you don't know about power posing.
Power pose in the toilet?
Don't know about power posing, Tom. Everybody knows about power posing.
Well, you could do it.
Is this just the thing that you guys do? What
I don't do it, but people do it.
You should power pose.
What's a power pose?
Oh, Tom, you make yourself as big as possible.
Okay, we're now
as big as possible. I'm going to get up and do this as well.
I'll show you here.
Like a cat fluffing up.
So this is audition tips.
Okay.
Obviously not anymore, because thank you, COVID, it's fucked us and we don't have auditions in the room anywhere. But if you do, this is one for you, Mr. Capybara. Put it in your book.
I will.
Not like that, Tom. No, you go into the toilet.
This is my power pose.
It looks like you've cracked yourself.
This can't be a real thing.
This is a real thing.
I'm sticking with it.
You know what? I'm going to fucking try it.
Okay. So you make yourself as big as possible. This is a good one. A star.
Right.
And you
As you walk into the audition like this, they're going to think you're fucking
That's
crazy.
That's why I said go to the toilet.
Oh, okay.
You do this in the toilet.
No. You just stand there.
Yep.
Right, do it. Do it!
Oh my God!
Clym, get up and do it!
Don't hurt me.
Right, and you power pose, and you hold that.
I am a shining star!
Okay, well, you don't need to take the piss now.
Yeah, this is a serious art
This
form,
is serious
Tom.
business, Tom. And you hold the pose for, I don't know, as long as you want. I mean, this is obviously quite hard to hold for a long time. Neil, you look in pain.
I'm not in pain, I'm just thinking about the sweatiness. What if you get sweaty?
No, but okay, you hold it for a bit, and then the idea, and you make yourself like really big, and you take up a lot of space, and then the idea is that once you've done that, you walk into the audition and it's like,
And then you just punch the costume.
I'm powerful!
You do what you want to do, but you power pose. Somebody look it up, I'm not making it up.
Very good technique, Deb. Thank you for
And I
sharing that with
definitely
us.
did used to do that before.
Yeah, absolutely.
No one believes me.
No, we believe you. Just not
delusional!
Deb, we believe you. Not entirely sure about it, but we definitely believe it. We believe that you used to do
is the
this.
name of the episode. Power pose is the name of the episode.
All right, so Mag's just sitting there trying to power pose, but she's restrained.
I think she's trying to, but her hands are like.
So she's got jazz hands.
Because I imagine everyone's quite packed in, so her little hands are like.
She's like going, and she's just saying, like, her eyes are closed, going, power pose.
And also. Blink and breathe.
So with Mags hyperventilating in the corner next to you, and all the noise and the cacophony, well, it's not cacophony really. It's more like
Cacophony?
yeah. Cacophony.
You just said cacophony.
I say cacophony. Did I say cacophony?
Didn't.
Well, you didn't have to point it out.
You said it once, and I was like, I'm just going to let that one slide. And then you said it the second time, and I was like, nope.
Which needs correction.
I want to stop this.
So is it, wait, am I saying it's cacophony, isn't it?
Yes.
What did I say?
Cacophony.
Okay. Well, with that.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. So with the sort of humming.
No, say it. With the what?
I love how Debbie's always correcting you.
We're never getting out of the shop, man. We're never getting out of the shop.
You know what happened? The balance of power in this podcast shifted when Dev said, I've got a secret about my character, but I'm not willing to share it with all of you yet. I was like, not even me, I'm the fucking drama master. And I realized I'd lost the podcast at that point.
What's the secret?
I don't know, it's your secret, dude.
I don't know what it is.
Great.
It's a power play. Okay.
That is the most power play move you could have done. I was like, I don't remember the secret, actually. It was just a thing.
Just took the power.
Yeah, actually, in my head. Yeah. So, what the fuck was I talking
With
about?
you were like, with the humming.
with the humming thing, sort of like throbbing, it becomes kind of weirdly meditative, hypnotic, but not in a good way. It's sort of, you feel like you're all being drawn into something that you have zero control of. And in fact, actually, you have no control. You're literally strapped in for the ride. The submarine drops even further. The creaking sort of intensifies, and then almost in a worrying way, there's silence. All you can hear is the gentle hum of the steam engine underneath, which is powered by this magical crystals, and that's it. There's nothing. Just this very soft movement left and right, up and down in every different direction, it seems, of the currents of the water as your ship slips further and further and further down. At some point, Bebo stands, presses a couple of buttons and pulls a very large lever and turns around to goes, right, we seem to be on our way. This is called a autopilot, which is there to help us guide without us having to do too much work, essentially drifting with the currents. Salt and pepper. And he turns to the two little, very grisly sea, I guess...
The sea kobolds.
The sea kobolds, yes. And just turns them in perfect kobold and goes, They sort of stand and go, I'm sorry, that's not right. They're quite gruff. A bottle of rum. And they go off and start doing other things on the ship. Pepper goes down onto the ladder and slides down very quickly. It's clearly a deft hand. As Salt goes into a back compartment, the back of the head, as it were, of the fish, and starts tinkering with some kind of machinery. Bebo looks to all of you. Right, let me show you to your quarters. Also, there's an observation deck. As you can see by the many decks below us, there are many places to look out at the wonders of the deep.
Captain, I have a question I'd like to ask.
Yes.
How long until we reach our destination? I just want to know how long I'm going to be aboard of this thing.
Well, who can tell? Firstly, the sea is an interesting mistress. Sometimes the currents can be with us, sometimes they can be against us. Luckily, we are self-powered, but still we sometimes have to take the long way round to avoid various trepidations and eddies that might be able to throw us off course, or even worse, rip the ship apart.
Mr. Bebo, sir, does the ship have any equipment to deal with misfortune?
Indeed we do. And actually, we shall be doing the most wonderful thing first. Before we find these kobolds, which may take some time, we do also need to get supplies. We'll be doing a kelp run, which is our farm that we have reasonably close to the surface, maybe only a few hundred leagues or so. Well, that's incorrect. A few... maybe even only about 10 or 20 fathoms deep. We're going to be collecting kelp, which is for the community, but also for our supper.
Kelp?
Oh, you asked about safety. Yes. We have what we call fish suits. Rather sweet and very logical, if not direct term. These little suits you can wear to breathe like fish underneath the water.
So that's in case the ship falls apart?
Oh, heavens no. If the ship falls apart, there's no time to put those on.
I would like to put mine on right now.
What are the fish suits for?
well, why don't we take a look? It's on the way, a little bit past the dormitories. I'll show you to our quarters, and also where the galley is. So a little bit beneath that, there's the engine, and finally, there's the fish-suiting up place, of which I can't remember the name of. I haven't thought about this. It's I want us to think of a funny fish metaphor.
Gill.
Below the gills, no, something about like putting a fish suit on. Can't think of anything.
The mermaid.
The mermaid's tail.
The mermaid's
Yes.
tail.
Okay, yeah. In the mermaid's tail of the ship, as it were. That was so lame.
It's not very good. We need to watch that.
Anyway, fuck it. I'll do it. There's a changing area to put on the fish suits, and that, of course, is where we have the disembarking area, essentially a tube which has surface tension where the water fills up, and once you go in, you get scooted down and ejected out like so much waste.
Why would anyone want to do that?
Well, it's the only way to put the suits on, get out, and go kelp farming, of course.
I think it sounds quite exciting and fun, and I would quite like to. I'm all for it if you've got one big enough for me.
Oh, yeah, don't worry, we can definitely get one big enough for you.
Oh, goodness.
He looks like a moron.
Steady on, Captain.
Captain, you said you was going to show us to the door.
Follow me. And so Captain Bieber, despite he's like 60 years old and he's a little hunched from obviously, it's quite low in places. You're going to have to stoop quite a lot as well, Tom. I'm not. You're not. You'll be fine. You fit like a glove. He essentially goes into the ladder and he says, right, there's a certain technique to be able to do this quickly. You might want to watch and observe. And he puts his two hands either side of this very unusual ladder looking thing. And you sort of see there's like hand slides. He puts them in there and he puts his feet either side of the ladder and just sees these two little kind of popping corks at the top of these things. There's a whole bunch of them in a row and they look like they move up and down on the sides of the ladder's rungs. And he just goes, right, follow me 3 stories down. And he just clicks this like this and goes whoop and just shoots all the way down this ladder pretty quickly, not like crazy quickly, not like
But it looks cool though.
but it looks really cool. Right. It's like imagine going down a fireman's pole. It's like that, but it's actually on a wrong ladder. He goes, and he just sort of shoots down, and then you hear this little click as he sort of obviously re-clicks it. And he goes, right, come down, and it sort of echoes through the submarine up to you. Anyone do?
As this appears to be right up a rigger's path,
That sounds really dirty and rude.
Oh yeah, this ladder is filthy. I can't wait to get hold of that ladder.
Can't wait to get hold of your rigger's path, man.
Down 3 floors, don't mind if I do.
So you go first.
Yeah, absolutely.
The controls are pretty simple. When you put your hands in, there's only really one thing you can do. Your hands kind of click into it.
Yeah.
And there's clearly like an up and a down state for these little switches.
Yeah.
And you realise that if you click it up, it'll just shoot you down, and you stop yourself by clicking down, kind of like triggers on the side. You don't need to make a roll for this.
Absolutely no. I'm off and gone, going wee all the way down.
Okay, wee! Well, you should do it, man. I'm not doing it. Yeah, as it disappears into the depths of the ship, and you hear this click, click, and as he comes to stop.
After you, Thomas.
Do I fit? Does it look like I'm going to fit? This is the question I have.
That's a very good point. How tall are you? How big are you? How big do we say you were?
I am. Hang on, let me see if I'm sure I got it written down somewhere. Oh, this is going to be where
Might be in the character description.
Size. I am
6 foot something, wasn't you?
Oh, that can't be right. It says your size is medium.
But medium can mean like 6-7 feet. Like
Bless
large
him.
is like 8.
He's a medium boy.
He's a
Medium boy.
He's a European medium.
Have we got this wrong? Is he kind of like quite tough and muscular, but actually a bit of a
Actually
short ass?
stocky. I imagine
Actually
him
quite
as stocky.
stocky.
Like, yeah,
You're quite
muscular,
stocky,
but
actually.
I thought I was going to be. I thought
you were pretty tall. Yeah, I think you were quite
everyone
tall.
thinks that until they're not.
I'm not remaking.
Oh my
the model.
god, did
I'm
you
not
wear
doing it.
lifts? Have you got lifts on your dragon boots?
I mean, no,
Your dragon
because
shoes?
I lost my boots.
Oh yeah, you haven't got anything on.
And,
Okay, well, so I guess you are tallish.
I was thinking I was
reckon,
about.
you know what it is? I reckon he's 5'10", but he says he's 6 foot.
Yeah. He doesn't give tall vibes.
All right, I'll give you 6'10", but thinks he's 7 foot.
No, Tom.
You ain't that big.
No, I think you're tall.
Everyone
I think
thinks
you're,
they're big
that's
until
right.
they're not.
I think you're 6'1", but
wouldn't
you
be
say
a tall dragon
I think you're 6'1", but you tell people you're 6'2".
God, I dragon kid.
Well, don't forget, yeah, your tail's growing, so maybe you're growing.
Did we mention
goodness.
that?
Yeah.
Have we
We
mentioned
mentioned that you have a little nubbin.
Yeah,
I got a nubbin.
Yeah. So I reckon that there's still room to grow. I think you're a baby
Is the
dragon.
nubbin going to
know, I've
fit
played
down
more.
the hatch?
How fast do
Yeah,
these
that'd be
dragons grow?
Dunno. Not
I'm
sure.
developing.
I like the idea
Like
that basically
puberty.
I'm a grower, not a shower.
okay.
you're a pubescent dragonborn.
Cool.
Basically,
Yeah.
you're growing, not a shower. All right. So I think you can fit. It's a bit of a squeeze.
Okay.
And because you're quite wide, you're quite broad.
I suppose I'll go next. I'm kind of keen to try and impress. I am keen. I'm not doing. It's not for the love of the game. I'm just doing it for Bebo.
Sure. Can you make a dex check?
yeah, you
to
gotta
try and
roll for that.
gracefully fit into this thing? Slide down.
Dex.
It's kind of like a
is-
tube. So the openings are kind of like a tube with a ladder going through it.
Oh, my dex is actually pretty good.
Good.
What am I?
Just straight jacks.
Is that under? Remind me, because
it's going to be a difficulty check of 10. It's pretty straightforward. This is not to see if you can do it. This is to see if you don't make a fool of
Okay, I
yourself.
got +2 on that. Boo.
What do you get? 3. There's a
I'm messing up.
small part of
Dragon needs the
Can you put it in the jail, please? Dev, can I use your jail now? I think your jail's cool.
I suppose you can, Tom. Go on, chuck it here. I've got the dice.
that was the plan all along.
That was the plan.
So you hear as you're trying to, so you sort of maneuver yourself to the tube, to where the ladder, these clicky things that you saw Hench do so deftly, and you're sort of realizing you're pretty big in this tube thing. This is not.
See,
built
I am
Dragonborn.
big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And you shout that to nobody from
See, I am.
yeah, like nobody even
All
asked
you
you.
hear is, I am big.
And you sort of get yourself, and you can't quite work out how to put your meaty clawed hands into these little tiny, switch things. And then you hear from below you, as you're about to get ready to pop him, and you feel pretty comfortable, you hear from below you, do you need any assistance? And you're in there.
No, that's quite all right. I'm quite big. You see, I am big.
And at that point, as you're saying that, you realize, oh shit, like, do I look okay? Does my scale still
Yeah,
shiny?
yeah.
And then you accidentally click it as you're trying to also do
no, do I like
so,
shh?
So yeah, you shoot down with only one, holding on one.
Oh, that's awkward.
And then at that point, you basically, your scales and your nubbin and your head start going boom, 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 boom,
Oh, that's
every
awkward.
run down and every little porthole opening.
Oh,
and,
no.
and you basically go brrrr, like a pinball all the way down to level 3.
That's really embarrassing.
Luckily, you click it just at the last minute and you do stop. But yeah,
Well, good. Instead of pile driving into like,
We all saw them.
at that point when it was happening, everybody looked over into the tube and just watched you descend down. Bieber goes, "Oh my goodness, are you all right?" He starts dusting you off a little.
I'm just getting to grips with this contraption. I'm sure next time it'll go fine. I'm sure. Yes. I'm not really. I would say I'm not a salty sea dragon.
At this point, Gavin goes, "Don't worry, we've got something for people like you." He hands you this little. It looks
no.
like a baby strap.
Yeah.
like a little one of those baby harnesses. He goes,
Yeah.
"Next time, why don't you use this?" And it sort of attaches to both the little things. It has a little picture
I'm
of.
thinking like an inflatable.
It's like an inflatable. It's like a little
cushion
inflatable
the back
to cushion the
of
back
my
of the head. Yeah. It's like a little inflatable. It goes on like a bib around your chest, and it has a little inflatable thing, which is like in case of emergency, it's going to like pop open and just like stop.
I mean, my frills might burst this, but thank you.
It has a big L on the middle as well.
That seems unnecessary.
Who else is going down? So Clym's like,
Yes, I agree, Josh. That does look quite dangerous.
Mr. Capybara, I have to say I don't have a good feeling about this.
I believe in you, though, Max. I feel as though that you've demonstrated such skill throughout our adventure, and therefore you are ready for the dangerous ladder thing.
Mr. Capybara, I mean this whole thing. We shouldn't be on a submarine.
Oh, I agree with you there. I never wanted to be here, but
Do you have a bad feeling too, Mr. Capybara?
Of course I do, but I always have bad feelings.
What?
Well, not about you, Kilnip. Just, I promised Kilnip that I would do this for her people. So I must give it a go.
"That's my man."
And without a second word, Mags, as nervous as she is, Mags does this like like sort of like you know, in Lord of the Rings, when Orlando Bloom, they're fighting the Battle of the Two Towers.
Middle distance fart acting, yes.
No, but during the fight.
Oh, during the fight when he actually looks cool.
And he does like cool shit, like elf shit. And he like jumps up and his cloak's like billowing. So Mags like is very nervous, but as soon as she jumps on this thing and like goes down, her cloak's like billowing, and then she's very deft, very like very smooth, and like she's done it before a million times.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I think she should roll a dex check to see if that works.
Yes, please. Yes, please. But as you are a dexterous elf and you have been very graceful, I'm going to give you advantage on this roll.
Oh, yeah. I have a +1, so that's +2. And you know what? I'm going to use your dice.
Oh, my goodness.
The dice stays in the jail.
No, that's out on bail.
The dice has got a little light. The dice jail?
My God. What?
Does anybody...
Recording in different locations.
Anybody pay attention? Does anybody pay attention?
No, it's not. It's because my DM screen blocks my view. I can't see it. So
Sure it
that's
does.
really cute. I didn't know.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
There we go.
Oh, it's a nothing.
It's a
This
cock.
table is probably the worst table for rolling dice, you know?
it's
Just
good.
what I'm
It's
saying.
flat.
But it's cheap, Dev.
Jay?
It's cheap.
That's an 11. That's
That's
respectable.
fine. 11 plus 2 is
13.
fine. 13. Okay, so you do exactly as you say.
Back in
you
jail,
sort of,
you'll go.
You sort of like look nervous, then you click the two poppers onto the handrail thing, and you scoot down. Your cloak's billowing. You even
My hair's billowing.
Your hair's billowing. You land in like this crouch
You
position.
almost hear a soundtrack.
You almost like.
Anyone watch Lord of the Rings? No.
Not sure if we can go too far in this.
No. I mean,
Only 2
Lord of
bars.
the
Yes, Ring of Peace.
Ring of Peace.
It's just like in that movie, The Ring of Peace.
Exactly. Yes.
So even so, when she lands in front of me, I do say to Captain Bieber, I know you need one of these as well, maybe.
He looks at her and goes, "No, I think she's quite deft without one, actually. Very well done. It's like you've done this a million times. Very
Thank you,
impressive."
Captain. I was very nervous, actually, but I've still got that bad feeling. I just can't shake it.
Well, we have a fun activity to do. Maybe that can make you feel more confident.
Colouring for adults?
Sure. Next one down, Mr. Kyber.
Clym, why don't you demonstrate how it's done? Because you are so adept at so many different things, and I want to, witness your beauty as you descend.
So Kilnit looks down at the tube. She looks back to you. She's already holding one hand. She takes your other hand in her other paw, and she goes, "Okay, real talk. Real talk. You're scared."
Oh.
And she pats you and goes, "It's okay. I'm here. Nothing will happen." And she goes up and she goes down and starts going, "Whoa!" And she just zooms all the way down. Dev, you hear the scream from above you as Kilnip has clearly accidentally fallen back into the tube and is now falling down the tube straight at you. The way that this works, folks, when you go down the ladder, there's actually a little platform that pops open when you pop the triggers.
So
it stops you.
She hasn't
that's
popped
the-
it.
And she's not holding on to these things, she's just free falling down.
Oh, shit.
You are currently on this little platform on the level 3, which pops open just before you land, or
Yeah.
you pop it. So you're stable, but you're inside the tube.
Make that
and
saving
she's
throw.
falling
Oh,
directly
I'm going to try
above
and
you.
catch her.
Make that saving throw.
Yeah.
So you're going to make this is going to be an athletics check.
Okay.
So it's your dex plus the bonus of athletics you have, plus your any dex
Can
bonus.
I help Neil, or am I not close
You can
enough?
help, because that's worked out so well in the past.
And from up above, I say, I knew it was dangerous.
So already seeing the cracks in the relationship.
I can add a +2 to your roll.
What do you want to
Great.
do, please, first, sir?
Yeah, how
What
are
are
you
you
helping?
trying to help with? Remember, we'd have to talk about this.
Okay, right. Well, I'm hearing a scream come from down. I'm seeing her try and sort of look up and go,
Yeah.
and maybe go for a catch.
Yeah.
So I am going to. 'Cause she's quite tall, isn't she? Yeah?
Sorry. Just every time you say, I'd like to help, it's like, okay. What is it you want to do?
The track record is very
He's the only one that
Help
helps.
people
What is it you want to do, sir?
Okay, we're going to love this. Because she's quite tall and we've got Clym coming down, I'm going to be the human fucking cushion underneath. Just go,
So you're going to just offer your body to cushion the blow?
no, well, arms out.
Oh, you're just going to assist her by hopping on.
I'm going to be literally, she's going out
We're
to try and
both going
catch
to hold
her.
our arms out
Yeah,
like
but
together.
that's underneath you because I'm a lot shorter.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
I
you're
understand.
like the second
You're like
level
the
of
fullback.
padding.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's my +2.
No, I love it.
Okay.
How about Mags scoops him up and holds him
Just
up?
holds him like a cushion, like a physical
We'll be
cushion.
flattened.
Yeah, I think it'll be flattened.
We'll be flattened like pancakes.
My feeling is this is going to cause more damage that will
My
actually
feeling
help.
is the same.
Yeah. So I think it's fair to say it's a tube. There's not much anywhere else you can go. If you just want to stand underneath and just hold your arms out, I think that's fine.
Yeah, cool. Right.
So you get a bonus. I'm going to give you a bonus of just +1 because he's not the biggest creature on the planet. He's also offset from where your hands are, but it's extra padding. If this doesn't go well. So you got like was it a +2 or 3?
So I have +1 for Dex, +1 for Athletics.
Yep, and +1 for
so
hedge.
+3.
+3, and it's a DC of 15.
Ooh.
She's traveling pretty fast.
Mr. Capybara, if Kilnip dies, it's on you. Oh, it's a 9.
Plus the 3.
12 plus the 2 there, 14.
Okay. So remember, there is a rule. There is a rule that's homebrew that's actually come into D&D, which I like. If you fail by like 1 or something like that, there is a thing where you can succeed with consequences.
Yes, I remember this.
This is actually I like the rule because I think sometimes the dice is a bit too harsh. Like, oh, you just missed by 1, bam, you're done. So I like this idea of being a little bit more laissez-faire with the results. So I think you can succeed with consequences.
I'll take the
What's the
consequences for
consequence?
Kilnip.
Yeah, find out.
He's going to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Who gets the
I'll take it.
consequences?
Probably
Okay.
me.
So,
No, but both of you involved.
That's
all
true.
right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say
Consequences for everyone.
Apart from you.
I'm not even in the room.
The fiance of Kilnip.
I mean, I didn't tell her to go down.
Okay. So
God, stone cold.
So what happens? So Kilnip is talking to Miss Kyber. She falls back in. Starts like falling. Luckily, your quick wits react in time. So do yours. You rush into the tube next to Mags. Mags holds up her arms like this, and at some point you say, "I'm here to help." And she looks down and goes, "What?" Because you don't notice that he's there. And so as Kilnip's just about to come in, she falls through your hands and lands squarely on Hench.
Crunch.
Hench goes flat into the floor. Please make a constitution test.
Right.
And it's going to be...
gone.
What is your constitution?
My constitution is 12. So that's a
Hence for the
+1.
rest. Yeah.
+1. All right. Tell me what you get.
18.
Whoa! Okay.
Please, hench on hench.
You take Kilnip like a champ. So you just go. She just goes.
I've got your fiance here.
And she actually lands like feet and tail first. Right on top of you.
Okay.
But luckily you twist and take it right on your tummy.
Right.
You're going to take 1d2 of damage.
Right.
So you take 2 points of damage, 2 points of tummy damage.
Right.
And she literally just lands straight on you. And then she like hits you and then just does this bounce off.
Yeah.
And lands without any damage to her whatsoever. She's like, then she stops, looks down, then calls up, "Okay, honey, it's your turn."
I really
Out of the way of the chute.
I just love that she calls him honey, but I would love for her to call him something like very specific to like, I don't know, my little something D&D.
"My little flesh puppet, it's your turn."
I don't know, something like that would be hilarious.
"My meatsticle, my meatsticle." I think meatsticles were landing. "Hello, my little meatsticle, it's your turn."
Why did your meatsticle so good?
There we go. She's got a meatsticle because you're meaty. Yeah. "Come on, my little meatsticle." So yeah, she says that to you. And
Come on, Mr. Capybara, we're all waiting for you. It's actually quite fun.
I'm sure it is. Are you sure, Captain, there isn't like an emergency route around down there?
Yes.
Oh, right, there were stairs.
Quite sure.
Right. Then I believe I shall attempt to make my way down.
Okay. So I'm going to say this is going to be like, you have to force yourself down here, right?
Yeah.
So what would be a stat that you have? We have was it dexterity, strength, constitution?
My dexterity is best.
Yeah, your dexterity is
My
best.
strength is worst.
Okay, and your constitution might be, what else we got? Wisdom,
Constitution,
intelligence.
intelligence. I got +1 on Constitution.
Okay, let's say it's a constitution roll, because it's kind of like nausea. You're fighting nausea, you're fighting vertigo, you're fighting claustrophobia, all that kind of stuff. So the good thing is for anybody else that has done this already, you no longer need to make those rolls. Like, you know how this works. So you like Dev.
Oh, so anytime you go down
Anytime
those
you go up and
ladders,
down, you'll never have to roll again.
Okay.
It's just like your very first time of doing it, which
Great.
makes sense.
What about for me?
You're a different story, sir. You're a very different story. Let's see how this goes. So you're going to be making, this is going to be quite a tough one. So it's going to be a DC 15. Because you are fucking petrified.
Yes.
This is terrifying. But you've seen how people can do. I'm going to give you advantage because you've watched so many people do this now. You understand how this works.
Well,
it's just
I've
really
seen
about-
3 people do it and 1 person fall.
Yeah.
Well,
So you-
actually, 2 people fall.
So you know
great,
how
is
to
it?
fall now.
Can I try and, as a director,
Yeah, sure.
seeing that he's struggling, can I
Yeah.
try and like give him some directions?
Yeah, because that can't hurt.
You get a phone call gently.
Give him notes.
That's right. Give it when he's feeling the most vulnerable he's ever felt. Give him a fucking note.
Wearing a bib with an L on it.
It's an inflatable back piece.
Yeah.
All right, do it, man. Yeah.
Nathaniel, look at me. Look at me.
I can't see you.
I'm down here, and I want you to imagine you're on a nuclear submarine, not this submarine, and you're racing. You're racing. You have to shut down the reactor before it.
That's not making me feel any better.
And you're a very able seaman. And this is second nature to you. Just give into it.
You're an able seaman. The character's name, Masturbates.
Yes.
Come on, Mr. Capybara, remember, just blink and breathe.
Oh my God.
I love it. Everyone just joined in on the notes.
Yeah, you'll start piling in what you think you should approach this scene.
If it was me in your situation,
And then Gillen finally adds, but just all of that, but just relax.
Yeah, you know when people like pile onto direction,
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
yeah, exactly like that, but better.
But
you
better,
know?
yeah. Oh,
With
and just-
feeling.
And then just throw it all out.
Just throw it all away. Oh my god. Oh, I hate that.
it's a 2.
You got advantage. You got advantage. Don't forget. You got
Plus
advantage.
1.
You got advantage,
Which means
you get to roll
two.
again.
Oh, you get to roll again.
Yeah, you get to roll
I
again.
could be the bad one unless you roll a 1, in which
So
case,
you got,
oh my
you got a
God.
3 to begin with. Let's see if you can do worse on this roll.
It's a 1.
It's a critical failure. So you so basically all these people giving you notes is starting to trigger you really badly.
It just gets thrown into his head.
Yeah, and actually the funny thing is you've actually got exactly the right position and all you need to do is click off and click on and you'd be fine. But the notes start getting
Everyone's
to you.
shouting.
Everyone's
Yeah.
shouting at you. You don't know what the fuck to say. Tomlinson's giving directorial things. Even Clym is fucking piling on. And at some point,
Throw it away.
at some point, with your legs on the outside of the rung ladder, which is where you do, you as opposed to holding on to these switches, you put your hands up and goes, well, everybody please shut up, and then you just drop. Right, I'm going to give you an athletics attempt. I did not think this was how this episode was going to go.
But you never do.
Going down the ladder.
I'm not putting myself in the way of this one. I'm not putting myself in the way. I'm not.
We haven't even got to the door.
Where have you got the fucking fish suits? All right, you have to make an athletics check. I'm going to say anybody, like Clym's out, you're on the floor still
Yeah.
wheezing.
Yeah.
I guess you're out of the tube now at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
I do not advise you try to catch Mr. Kuiper.
Oh,
I'm just
I know,
saying,
I wouldn't.
All right, fine.
My athletics is -1.
Oh, God.
Is the dragon man going to do anything or just no, okay.
I mean, I was giving him notes. Like,
Yeah,
I told him what to do.
The only person in the tube left is...
I like how, he's falling. Aim for me. Aim for me.
Try and be lighter. Imagine your feather. So shit. Yeah, okay. So
Worst pillow ever.
So the reason you fall is because he's just giving you notes the whole time. Everybody's piling on. You throw your hands up in the air and go, will everybody please shut up? And that's why you drop, because you let go. And now you're just free falling down. It's about 3 stories high.
Stories, yeah.
It's very, very drop. It's a big drop. And what are you going to do to try and, how are you going to try and help yourself? Think laterally, I guess.
I think, well, at this, he's in full panic mode. He's already afraid.
Yeah.
He's on a ship that he's claustrophobic, and he's on a submarine, and he's fighting for his life at this moment.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to try and reach out just to see if he can grab anything. But because he's so afraid, he's just flailing. He's not
really getting purchased.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just make an athletic. This is going to be like as if you just like one of those film moments where it looks like he's not going to make it, and you just grab onto something and hold there. All right, cool. So athletics, sure. Yep, it's with advantage. So you got one more roll, haven't you?
If he makes it, he manages to grip onto something.
Sure.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, reroll.
That's a reroll. It's in the. You're right, Dev. This is a shit table.
It's not good.
A 3.
Okay.
-1, 2.
So you start trying to reach out, you're flailing at something. The tube is so smooth, and each time like a level pops up, you just miss
it.
Just miss whacking your hand against it. Yeah. And then a small part of you also gets really distracted, thinking this would make an amazing moment in a movie.
It's a great scene for my showreel.
Great scene for my showreel.
Like in slow motion.
Yeah, the villain falls.
If it was in slow motion.
Actually, as you're falling, you suddenly decide to start moving in slow motion.
That's why he's missing it.
Yeah, you're missing it in slow motion because you think that's how people. Because that's what you think. You've seen people fall in movies, and that's what always happens. They start going in slow motion.
That's what he did at the end of Die Hard.
Mr. McLean.
So with a scream of "Damn you, McLean!" you just see Nathan Khyber hurtling towards you, Tom. What do you want to do? What's the plan?
I'm attempting a catch then.
Okay, this is going to be a strength chest because you're a big barbarian.
Yes.
How big are you?
Is it
How big
strength or is it dex? Or
It'll be strength for you.
That's a D12.
Is
it a D12?
It's going to be athletics.
How tall is he?
How big is he? Like, is he thin,
Athletics,
or
my
big,
athletics,
or?
he's good.
Do you want to go with the old dice?
he's
You
not
don't have
muscular.
that. It's in dice jail. So.
Okay, so he's actually he's
that's a
catch roll,
dice roll.
basically.
That's a D12. That's a
My big
D20.
strapping
The
dragon.
usual-
Oh, easily.
All right, cool.
It is 12.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, you can, if you want to.
Is it a D12?
No, it's on a D20.
Do you want to take yours out of the
He's
jail?
5'9".
Is it time to
Okay,
sentence
okay.
over?
Has it learnt its lesson?
Well, we're about to find
You're
out,
about to find
aren't we?
out, yeah.
Yeah, there is something you can do to help yourself in this, Tom, because don't you get strength advantage on strength chest if you do something?
What?
One
As
of
a
your
barbarian.
skills. You're a barbarian.
I don't think so.
On strength tests, if you rage out.
He's still a bubby.
I'm not raging
He's a
out.
bubby
so
dragon.
that'd be weird to do, to rage
Well,
out.
the actor's not taking your notes, Tom.
That's a good point.
He's doing something wildly different to what you should have seen.
Capybara, you idiots!
So if you rage, you get advantage on strength tests, I believe.
I feel like spending a rage on this feels...
Fair enough, he's just an actor.
Okay.
Fuck him.
I do have...
wasted on
I should point out, I do have +4 athletics.
Okay, so maybe it's just enough. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
So,
what am I going to roll over?
it's a DC of 15 because he's free falling. He's not
it's a
heavy,
critical
otherwise it'd be
fail.
20.
Yeah.
But it's 15. You need an 11 or higher, sir.
Oh, shit. I got an 8.
Hey, that's a 12. I mean, sorry. All right, so he's basically, you try and go, try and catch him, and then you get, I don't know, you get distracted by something, I guess. What do you
I get distracted by something.
Yeah, but I guess
How do you fail this?
Probably just realised he's moving in slow motion. That's why.
That's what I'm distracted. What is he doing? What is he doing?
And as you your hands come down, like, what is he doing? Like instinctively coming down into this gesture, and he just hits you straight on. Can you please make a Constitution test as he literally just lands on you? Both of you make Constitution tests.
Okay.
What is this going to roll over?
This is going to be DC 10.
Jeez.
You still get
I
damage.
passed that.
Okay, so you're going to take half damage.
8.
8. Okay.
+1, 9.
So you don't.
Oh, no, wait, sorry, Constitution.
Yeah.
12, 13.
Okay, so you both pass. You can both take half damage. As this is a straight fall and you're a lot heavier, I'm going to say it's a D6 each. as opposed to 2d6. So, Tom, you take 3 points, and actually, Inel, you take 3 points damage as well. You land heavy onto Tom, but luckily Tom's pretty armoured and pretty beefy. He takes the hit, both of you go clattering to the floor, as Bieber just stands there, watches you that you're okay. As you stand up, he hands you a little bib with a little
You
cushion
get a
around
bit
it.
too. Oh, good.
It's the Alpha Loser.
Is that what you asked?
I think you'll find it's learner. It's learner.
It means learner, and sort of then he looks at you like, and just slowly nods a little bit, but then
How does Kilnip feel? That's my own.
Kenneth comes over, hops over to you, and just
She
like
just saw the
dusts you
man
off. Goes,
drop.
"Oh, you were magnificent! The slow motion technique you told me about from that film that you did, which was Mr. Fast Walker, and that's
Is
terrible."
Clym Dutch?
Maybe.
Dodds
Wait, where's
kobold
it?
sounds like a drink.
Let me just try something out. Pancakes and a little smoking pancakes. Yeah, she's Dutch.
Oh, okay, good.
She sounds Dutch. Yeah, she goes, you were magnificent. The slow motion you talked about was very exciting. You could do that in a movie.
Thank you, Kil.
As you cough up blood onto her face. And she just like licks it. I'm like,
I can imagine all three of us, well, maybe not all three of us, because Tom's a bit incapacitated, but
Yeah.
Hench and I just being like,
We just
are you
lost
getting this? Like,
we just lost a fight to a tube.
Yeah.
you lost a fight to a
Captain
ladder.
Bieber is definitely doing that. Captain
yeah, I think
Bieber
with
is
that
definitely...
side eye of like,
Yeah,
is
side
this
eye.
kobold drugged? Like, what's happening here?
So Captain Bieber helps you all of you to your feet. And
Well, not
goes-
me.
Not you, of course. He goes, my friends, I'm awfully sorry about this. It's never happened to anybody before. But I'm glad you're all right.
Just quite easy, and everyone just does it really easily.
Yes, it's almost as like if you're somehow mentally stunted. You seem to not be able to have any coordination whatsoever. In fact, I would dare to say that none of you should be down here. This is the most dangerous situation you find yourselves in. Not you, of course,
Oh,
Mags.
thank
You're
you,
brilliant.
Captain.
Anyway, if we can proceed a little bit more carefully, I'll show you down to the fish suits. As you walk down, he takes you into the dormitory area, actually, first. Shows you your bunks and the various places.
We all share a
Are we
room?
sharing? Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
It's a dormitory has curtains. So he unfurls a curtain, which creates like a little room within the room.
Oh,
for each
please, let's
person.
be on bunks. That would be fucking
Not only that,
hysterical.
there's also hammocks available as well.
love that.
So there's
Am I
hammocks
sharing
and
with
bunks. Yeah, he shows you. Yeah. He shows you. Yeah, he shows you to like you go towards the hammocks, and then Kilnip grabs your hand in the hardest possible like. No, we're not doing that. And then drags you to what it looks to be a much larger bed. And she goes,
Damn.
Kenneth, I feel as if our relationship is going in at such pace. You know? I mean, I just feel like we need to, slow down a little.
she looks and goes, is it me?
No, it's not you. It's you see, I've I'll be honest with you. I've never really been in a relationship before, and I don't want to ruin what we have. So maybe it's best I have my own bunk.
She goes, no, that's okay. No, so okay. And she sort of like, she cheers up a little bit, passes and goes, don't worry, when the time comes, I will be firm but gentle. And she sort of pats you, and she sort of goes,
nearly spat
pats
my
off.
water.
And she stands up and goes, I think it's very sweet. And goes, we will use the hammocks. And then she sort of zips underneath the hammock underneath yours and just sort of like, just tries it out a little bit, then bounces off and goes, we will take the hammocks, thank you, Mr. Bieber.
I'm sorry, I can't. First of all, we need a close-up on Neil's face while he's doing the kiln up. Because it's just it's a work of art. It's like you're missing so much from just hearing the voice.
You know what I'm imagining? It's like when cats get like stroked, their fur clutches in, and their faces get a little bit. So that's kind of the feeling of it. I don't know if it looks like that or not.
And the second question, I mean, I'm going to address the elephant in the room, but how would it work? Sexually.
I don't. But That's a good question. I don't know
We haven't got there yet.
Stop rushing it, Dev.
I'm quite
When the time comes, the time comes.
Let the romance
desperate
breathe.
to find out.
I'm pretty sure that they're...
Well, a kobold really loves a man. And a man really loves a kobold.
I'm pretty sure that anatomically speaking, it's probably possible based on what I'm assuming. I'm getting very nervous. This is very, it's like talking to a child about sex the first time. Well, you see, of course, scientifically speaking, medically speaking, let's just say, I think they're going to be okay. Dan.
Oh, okay.
I think they'll be
Okay, 'cause-
or not, and we'll have to laugh at that moment as well. Yeah, I think they're going to be fun.
I would say the opposite, but you know what? We're going to find out.
We're
going to
find out. Isn't that part of life's rich tapestry?
We are not all going to watch.
Can you imagine?
Just a little cut.
It'd just be like silhouettes of shadows sitting there. Like they just,
Eating popcorn.
Eating popcorn, yeah. Most educational.
Wow.
Okay, so you guys can take the hammocks. There's come up with the beds. There's a larger bed that you probably should take up because actually you're massive. Tom,
See, I am massive.
Wow, Neil, come on.
well, the bed,
Rein it in.
in fairness, the bed is tiny, but
I'm
you
more
look massive in it.
than you. I'm massive.
You're massive. There's also a couple of other hammocks if you want, or some other like bed runs and things like that. So basically, there's ample room for you guys to have your own space. Salt and Pepper have the far end of the dormitory, which is a bit more closed off. It's kind of like they have their own kind of like room with what looks to be like. It's more sectioned off, more developed. So they have their stuff there, basically.
Yeah.
And there's a sign in bad common which says "keep out" with a little skull and crossbones, kind of like teenagers have.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
That kind of thing. Captain Bebo's room is on the opposite side of the dormitory. She points out there's also a lower deck underneath that, which is where the galley is,
Right.
and also storerooms and equipment rooms as well below that. So it's like a multi-layered fish.
Yeah, I'm going to need a map.
Sounds huge.
I'm going to need a map.
Oh,
You
yeah,
are going to
we
need a
are
map.
gonna need a map. Speaking of which,
Speaking of maps,
Need a map.
here we
I
go on
thought
the
you'd
fly.
never.
Fantastic.
He's got, I just want to say, dear listener, he's got a stack of paper, like a thick one.
Oh my God.
Oh, listen to the
some of it-
ASMR.
The size of his map.
Some of it's card.
Goodness.
All right, I'm
maps.
going to attempt to draw the fish submarine ship thing. Please do not laugh at my ship.
I still can't get over the submarine.
It's a submarine.
Submarine.
So it's kind of
He's
like...
also drawing in pen now.
I'm drawing pen. I've evolved. I feel like my artistry
Things have really changed.
I have really changed.
I mean, I'm engaged.
I'm not entirely sure how that happened.
Yeah.
Magical
so
coincidence.
It's kind of like this. And this is so stupid. It's like this kind of thing. So it looks somewhere between like, it looks like kind of like a seahorse.
I'm not going to exaggerate. That looks like a small child drawing, Neil.
What the hell
Wait,
am I
what?
looking at?
Hold on.
I get it. I get it.
Which way round is it?
Apparently, it's that way up.
like a
It's
seahorse.
traveling like this, like this.
Why is
like a
it
seahorse.
not? That's not.
That's not right.
I did describe that in the last episode, that it's actually long, it's deeper than it is wider. So it's not very wide, but it is very deep.
So glad
it goes
we're all
straight
listening.
down. So it's basically like a seahorse.
I think my brain just edited that out because it sounds insane. Like, why would they not design it like a regular fish, which is like?
Well, that's why we
Because
have to
it's
go down
fantasy
three
time.
stories.
It's
isn't it?
allowed to be weird.
Yeah, man.
That's why we went down 3 stories.
Tom, are you a nautical engineer by chance?
No.
So you
but
don't know.
I've seen a lot of fish.
You have seen one. You ever seen a seahorse? Do you think seahorses are stupid, Tom? Do you hate seahorses?
I got nothing against seahorses.
Well, say that, but like, you know.
Seahorse is.
Anyway, it's kind of like a seahorse is the submarine.
I get it. Which? We're on
I don't
the-
get it.
All right. And then we're all on that third floor.
So I'm going to sort of
the
put,
bottom
so
floor.
these are like the floors in between,
Yeah, we're
like
on the bottom
this. This is pretty basically drawn out. Sorry, folks, I will draw a better map at some point. It's kind of like that. So it's sectioned off into areas. So you've got
Yeah.
the little command and control area there.
Yeah.
Then goes down into like another room which you don't know what it is. Then there's the dormitories, the galley, and underneath that is the engine room. Then right at the bottom is where you disembark the submarine
chutes.
out the tail,
Yeah, yeah.
the tail at the front there. You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
shoot out. These are like little fins all over the ship. Dev's so unimpressed. Dev is so unimpressed by this. She's giving me this side eye of, really standards have
No, I'm just-
really dropped, Neil.
I'm just-
Really up. You're dialing it in, mate.
I'm just thinking, what possessed you to create a submarine that's vertical?
Because it's like fantasy, isn't it? It's cool.
Dev, yes.
A fantasy submarine.
I like it. Nathan hates it.
Thank you.
Nathan hates it.
I like it. I think it would be an engineering
understand.
nightmare.
I can't wait for the fan art. It's going to be fantastic.
Now I understand why going down that chute was so tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was like.
Me too. I thought it was just like a normal.
No,
like,
that's what I said.
like
Three
this.
stories.
Yeah, but it can still be 3 stories that way.
Oh, that's a massive.
That's a
It's a
chunk
big
of
one.
sub.
Yeah, it's a little.
So there's also
That sub got back.
so on the beak there's 2 little cannons on the beak as well at the front. So it's a little whiskers.
wow.
It's got little whiskers of cannons basically at the front, which is kind of cool. And it's got little observation rings everywhere, so you can see out the windows at all times.
I
which is
like
kinda
it.
cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I would like to take the bed by the window, please, Mr.
Yes, you
Bebo.
can take, there's a bed by the window.
Thank you.
And now I'm going to draw a little picture of little Mags staring. Oh, that's the wrong place.
I look like a cat.
Which is the one that it's
You should just give me ears. Cat
Yeah.
ears.
Whiskers, isn't
Yeah,
it?
give
He's giving me
ears.
cat. Are those my elf ears?
Sexy sword.
Distract.
Sexy song.
Sexy. Join in, Tom.
I'm gonna be the best. Wow, chicka, wow.
Join in. Sexy. Sexy.
Oh, wow.
God,
Shall I
look
get a
at the
metronome?
edge on her.
Yes, that'll be out on Spotify. As soon as we get together. It'll be massively auto-tuned. All right, so that is the third
So
level.
much
That's you
fixing,
with your
so
sexy
much
sword out the window. That's a coal ball, probably salt. This is the tube that goes all the way down that you fell down. And in the tube, as you can see, all those little platforms
Yep.
slide in and out,
Slide
slide
out,
out,
yeah.
as you click the buttons to stop you. That's where you fell. You fell down to here, basically. And yeah, the rest of the thing goes on.
Does it go up as well as down?
It does go up. So the way that Bebo explains it to you, that actually all you have to do is do the opposite. So you sort of click it again in a different position, like left and right, basically. So you go click it left or right, whichever way we can work it out. It sort of goes up, but it goes up a lot slower. So as
Okay.
opposed to free falling, there's clearly a mechanism that's on a chain that just lifts you up like a normal lift. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
I think I'm still gonna use the learner bib.
Yes, you still have to wear this learner bib,
Yeah.
both of you, especially you, Tom.
We all
Okay.
fell down a vertical submarine.
Yes. So that's it. So the dorms are there. You place your stuff. There's all this. You also see other storerooms. There's also other what is a weapon room, like an armory at the back.
weapons.
You see, you
Cool.
see like little harpoon guns, like much bigger lances that are like shaped in different ways. Lots of barbs on them. There's like crabbing nets and things. All kinds of like stuff in there.
Oh, let's loot it.
Says the
man.
loose goblin.
So the ship is pretty much well stocked for any kind of eventuality. There's also a whole bunch of weird mechanisms that you sort of think you know what it is, but you're not entirely sure. Make an intelligence test, actually.
Okay, cool.
There's all these coils and metallic, and not plastics. Plastic doesn't exist here, but some kind of weird material that's all over the ship, that seems to go onto the outside of the ship, that creates almost like veins and capillaries almost on the outside of the ship. You can see through the windows. It's like it's like roots almost that grow all over the ship, and you don't understand what the purpose is.
I got a 10.
You got a 10, not enough. You can't work it out.
Right.
But there's some very strange mechanics in there that you don't understand what it does. But all these veins and weird root-like things go on the surface of the ship as well for some purpose or another. That's pretty weird. Eventually, Bebo takes you down after you've unpacked and whatever you want him to do. A couple of minutes of just like sorting out where you're going to stay. He then says, "Carry on. The time is getting close. I have to get the autopilot off, and we're going to be arriving at the kelp farm, which, of course, is no better place to train for underwater shenanigans." He looks around, nobody laughs.
No, we've just been down that
Yeah,
chute.
it's that
We're all
chute.
just traumatized by the chute. We don't even try going outside yet.
Is anybody actually? Can you make a constitution test apart from Mags and also Hench? I would say.
I don't even know where. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Because we made it down in one piece, yeah.
Mine's a 13.
Yep.
15. I'm probably good as well.
Okay, you guys, neither of you, although the movement of the ship is sometimes pretty strange and lurching left and right, not lurching, but like moving left and right in a very strange way, none of you feel particularly queasy or nauseous by it, so nobody has seasickness, which is very useful. Eventually, yes, you're taken down into the lower decks. You go through the engine room. There's some very strange, it's almost like a furnace without any fire in it.
Yeah.
And you see these weird crystals that are sort of there, on top of which there are some other material that seems to be very gently wafting steam into all these pipes that curl around itself, almost like a conch shell, actually, in this weird warping manner. And then at the top, you see this vibrating motion of what looks to be a basic turbine engine, which is powering all the stuff in the ship. And you can clearly hear the movement of the wings at the back, the fins at the back of the ship, and on the sides of the ship, which is how this thing is propelled through the water. You also see what was probably most likely to be ballasts and things like that help keep the ship afloat or drop the ship down deeper. And you see Pepper like hopping along, just doing various mechanical works. Eventually, you get led even further down, and you can feel the pressure doesn't change, but you can definitely hear the creaks of the ship more. Don't know what that does to you particularly. But definitely you can feel like this is a lot colder down here as well. Like the heat from the rest of the ship doesn't seem to permeate on this level, so it gets a lot colder very quickly. Here you see a little rack of all these little fish suits, which I actually showed you a picture of a bit ago, but I don't think you guys saw it, so I'm going to show you again. The fish suits have a light source on the top of the head, which is very much like an anglerfish.
Nice.
One of those like bioluminescent sticks out and bobs around, which is kind of cool. That's useful. It doesn't seem to be wanting me to. Oh yeah, fish suit. There you go. So it's just like this. That's what the fish suit looks like.
Mr. Bieber, I keep thinking of Justin Bieber. Mr. Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Mr. Bieber, must we all go kelp farming? I don't think I don't think I'm suited to wear the fish suits.
He looks at you in a very strange manner suddenly and grabs you by the shoulder quite tightly and says, "Listen, to master the sea, you must first master yourself. If you cannot get out there, I'm afraid you're not going to be much good to anybody, especially your own self. So I would suggest that you try this. Be brave, which is to possess fear, but to carry on regardless. Get in the fish suit."
Mr. Bieber, that sounds like a book. Well, it's Captain Barra's book, chapter 17. Be brave and master your own fear.
You're right.
Not by blinking and breathing.
Let me
I'll
write
do
that
it.
down.
I'll be
Somebody
brave.
set me up.
Yeah, Hedge is already in there. So, like the trousers come up to his nose.
Well, I hope I got a kobold one.
You
so.
did, actually, yeah. So
No, just
you're
a
part of-
tail that's flopping around because I don't have one.
There's a floppy tail.
Yeah.
On the back there, yeah. So yes, you all.
Like a floppy sock. Out.
So he gets a particularly large suit for you, which he seems to have.
That's very. Where does this come from exactly?
Someone's a bit jealous.
Bebo sort of turns and goes, "What? Anyway, I've got a suit for you. Can you please make an insight roll?"
He's got a thing for Dragonborns
can you
and
make
you're
an
not
insight
his
roll?
first one.
I'm not saying that because that would be
you are.
conflict. That would majorly make some
been a
awkward
few
conflict between us.
Dragonborn.
I've snapped scale before, so.
He's got a whole host of them in the basement.
7 plus 3, 10.
You definitely note that. There's definitely a thing. And as you get into the suit, you're pretty sure you see a lot of scratchy marks on the inside of the suit. So it does kind of feel like this is almost purpose-built for a
This ain't his
Dragonborn.
first rodeo.
No, it is not indeed. So,
Hand me
first
down,
dragon ride.
sloppy seconds.
sloppy seconds.
Oh, didn't even clean.
Salty seconds. Salty seconds.
Yeah.
All right.
Smell it.
So yeah, you do get in the suit, having felt a little bit thrown by this moment, but okay. I mean, maybe you're being paranoid, you know. Maybe you're being a bit too overthinking this. So you sort of get the suit on. How is Mr. Kyber doing with his suit?
Horrible.
Stop screaming! Put on the helmet. Come on.
Do you know what it is? I think like this whole situation has stressed him out completely.
Yeah.
He's just got engaged. He's just found himself in a new relationship. He's on a ship where he's claustrophobic. He's just fallen down and embarrassed himself around everybody. So his ego's taken a huge hit. So I feel like he wants to get out of there. Not out of there, but like he wants to be away from people. He wants to almost have like a private moment so he can cry.
Okay. Well, I mean, interestingly enough, it being sealed inside of a fish suit is going to be pretty isolating.
Exactly.
So does that logically fit in with this idea of like, well, fuck
No,
it,
I think that's why he's panicking even more, because he knows he's trapped. He's trapped within these people, and like at the moment where he needs not his alone time, Killnip is right there, like in his face.
Yeah.
And so it's like that's driving him a bit crazy, if that makes sense.
Cool. Is he going to put the suit on or not?
I feel like in this situation, he wouldn't.
Okay, so Killnip is struggling you with the helmet, and at some point you just sort of mildly slap, I guess?
Yeah, slap it away.
Yeah.
Slap the hand away.
Okay, so you walk it away, and she sort of paws go back and goes,
Just leave me just give me a second, Killnip.
And she turns around, sort of like a little crestfallen, and maybe also starting to think about maybe her own behaviour a little bit. Maybe she has been a bit pushy. And she starts hopping into her own suit and goes, if you need help, and she just stops and puts her little helmet on. She goes, and the helmet goes on. You can't quite hear what she's saying. She tightens up, looking around. Does everybody else sort of like sorting themselves out? Obviously, you don't need to be in the suit. How is Mags doing? Are you getting in the suit?
Mags is actually already in the suit. She's power posing in the corner. She's starfish shape. She's
Starfish
there.
shape.
She's getting in the zone. All you can hear inside of Boy can breathe. Listen, I'm taking this. I'm learning this. Taking it into my acting.
Cool.
She's really taken this advice from Bebo, like really. Deep. It's like one of those moments where she's like, the meaning of life. It's all coming together. My acting, my life. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Cool.
This is meant to be. I have to be a kelp farmer in order to make it in Hollywood.
You know what? I love
She's
how,
just like made the connection, and it's like, of course, this is what I was supposed to do.
I love how like Mags is taking everyone's advice on board. Like obviously Nathan's and Blink and Breathe, like Bebo, the captain as well.
Oh, she's a blank slate, Mags. She has to take advice.
Like she's a universe sponge. It's great. It sucks it all in.
She's the opposite of Nathan in this moment.
Yeah. Exactly right. She's
even though she's taking his advice.
Yeah, which must piss you off. So Captain Bebo
found a new teacher, innit?
I found a new guru.
Sensei people.
All you hear from inside the suit is, and Mr. Bebo, what was the name of your autobiography?
So
You've got a book too.
So Captain Bebo is about to put his helmet on, and he just looks to anybody that's in the suit, and obviously not you, and goes, if you press the dial and between your thumb and your finger, just like this, and he sort of curls his finger around, you'll notice that activates a speaker stone inside the helmet.
Oh, that's cool.
An audio book. No, don't tell me you can listen to his autobiography while we're kelp farming. What is that? I'm sorry. This is the kind of shit that people go to Bali and pay like thousands of pounds for.
I thought it was going to be a communication device, but I actually like this better. So it's a pre-recorded message. So as you press the button, you hear, hello, my name's Captain Bebo. Welcome to the majesty of the sea.
Max is like almost, he has to like restrain her from like diving into the tube,
As you notice, the fish suit you're in is now a mechanical wonder. So, firstly... And it starts rattling off a whole bunch of like health conditions, like, if you suffer from...
But it's like sped up.
But it's sped up really fast.
The real people looks at everybody whilst it's happening, going,
And then,
Pay attention.
So it goes on, or are pregnant, please step out of the fish suit.
The exits are here, here, and here.
If you actually exit the suit, you're going to implode. Don't do that. So basically, the suit instructions, so he puts his helmet on, clink, clink, he puts his fingers up like this to everybody, expects a response from all of you as you're listening to his commentary.
If my compatriot, as in me, is actually holding up his fist in a thumbs up, please return the thumbs up.
Your turn, thumbs up.
Returning the thumbs up. You're in the
I just want to feel involved.
I think Mr. Capybara is having a crisis now because I think you realise that Mags has got a new guru and worse, an autobiography to follow.
I haven't even done the audio version of my book yet.
You're so far behind.
So
man.
behind the curve.
Oh man, I'm loving this episode.
So
There's been some real diamonds in here.
So the recording carries on.
Please follow the other Bebo to the airlock.
And so Bebo's holding his thumbs up and sort of just does this, like with both of his fingers, like pointing towards what is like basically a hole, which has got surface tension of water, and the water starts bubbling up.
It's a moon pool, yeah.
It's a moon pool, yeah.
Yeah.
It starts bubbling up like this, and he starts like very slowly clambering over towards it, quite deftly but slowly, because these things are heavy.
Yeah.
And then you see him like there's a little like pulley with a rod on it made of iron, and he sort of grabs the two rods.
As you can see, the other Bebo is showing you how to enter the moon pool.
And this thing goes up, and then he mimes putting his feet into the pool, and then just lets go as this thing, and he just drops straight into the pool.
Oh, he's just left us to...
No, that's what he's miming.
Oh.
So he's not actually doing it.
Is there a short one for the kobolds?
No, there is not.
Well, shit.
So he goes over to a winch slowly and starts cranking the winch so that the rod comes up and down, so you can easily get hold of it, and then starts doing this motion towards you guys.
I want to impress him. I'm going to try and make up for the bib situation. So I'm going to sort of hustle forward.
Okay. You shuffle forward. You're not too bad in these things. You're pretty strong.
Yeah.
However, it's pretty cumbersome. You imagine it's probably going to be easier in the water.
Yeah. So I'm going to reach for the hand-holdy things.
Okay, you reach for the hand-holdy things, and you
obviously it's not going to be able to lift me that high because I'm massive.
No, but you can assist it, I guess, a little bit. So your hands come up, and Bebo comes over and puts a glove on each hand, and then just shifts it ever so slightly, and then tightens your grip on it a little bit.
Okay, can I look lingeringly at him?
Wow.
Yeah, you guys are basically staring. All you can see of each other's eyeballs is like basically this.
Yeah.
It's like one of those
Sexy.
like portholes.
Raised eyebrow.
Yeah, all you see is his eyes, your eyes, and your eyebrows, just like looking extremely flirty
Does it
right
steam
now.
up?
I don't know that we should be here.
Yeah, you can't see anything now because it's completely steamed up. And there's no way of making eyes. So from going from seeing, you've now got a steamy porthole, and you can't see anything properly because it's all misty.
Oh, Captain, I appear to have fogged my goggles.
Yes. Okay. All right. I'm still okay. So I'm holding on.
Yeah. And also the breathing is actually
winching me. You've got to winch me.
And it just comes back to the winch and just starts cranking again, and you do feel yourself rising up. And then you sort of like get slightly swung over because this thing's like it goes up and then goes across to the moon pool.
Okay.
And then your feet start going into the water, and you can see although it's dark, seems to be some light source at the bottom of the ship.
Right.
And you can actually see the seabed.
Are we
underneath you.
leaving through the seahorse's arse?
Potentially.
That's a really
Where
good
the eggs
question.
came out? I thought it was where the eggs came out. No?
Can I?
Yeah, it could be like the baby pouch.
I like the arse thing, so we're going to do that. I like the arse thing. So there's a tube that curves round, and you can see.
That feels unnecessary.
I know it does feel unnecessary, Tom.
Yeah, but at the same time,
A safe alternative.
From an engineering point of view, it seems unnecessary, but there you are. And essentially, it curves slightly round, and then it obviously exits towards the back of the ship, as it were.
Yes.
So you sort of slip down, and eventually you let go because he taps the sort of the rod as it gets quite low. And most of you is in the moon pool now with just your little sort of like your little fish head. Above it. There'll be a picture in the Patreon, folks, who understand exactly how these things look. He also then touches this little anglerfish light bulb thing on the front. He sort of just twists it a little bit, and it starts getting very bright. So you have illumination.
Oh, you got adjustment, brightness dial.
Yeah. And then he just sort of taps you on the head a few times, on the clunk, 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 on the top, and that's, I guess, the signal. Oh, yeah.
If my friend Mr. Bebo has tapped you on the helmet, now is the time to let go. Let go. let go of the rod.
I'm still looking at him.
Yeah. You have to
Thinking
let
we've
go
got-
of the rod.
I love how the audio recorded dude.
Thinking his chemistry. I'm thinking his chemistry there still.
And then he just grabs your hands and flips it so that your hands flip off.
okay.
And you just go whoop
Okay.
and scoot out and you get ejected out of the back of the
right.
seahorse creature
Okay.
submarine. Woo. He looks to the rest of you and then puts his thumbs up again. Now that the first of you has left, it's time for the rest of you. Who's next?
Me? Me.
Are you
Nathan Kaiba.
Are you in the suit?
Nathan Kaiba's suited up.
He's
hates
stepping
what's
up.
coming.
Wow.
Yeah, stepping up.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Listen, he's lost his only student.
Wow.
His fiance is not even looking at him anymore.
No,
'cause
she's pissed off. Yeah.
She.
Well, she's
Fear
not pissed
has
off. That's not
taken
fair. She's
every-
hurt.
No.
She's hurt. She's hurt.
He's hurt his fiance.
Yep.
Everybody else is infused and ready to go to kind of save their people, and I'm the one that made that promise.
Yeah, fear is
To all
taking
of them.
everything from you.
I made the promise to kill them, and I also made the promise to all the people that are around when I said it.
Okay. So Nathan Kaiba storms over.
Plus, he hates that you've got an audiobook.
Yeah, fucking hates the audio.
His ego
Hates
is
it.
just,
So all of you hear is, and you just sort of turn and you see Nathan Kaiba standing there, proud, wearing the suit as if he was born to it. And he starts striding slowly forward. Captain Bieber sort of like goes clunk, clunk, clunk on your helmet, I'd like to say, good job. Puts a thumbs up, and you get hoisted up and you get let down into the moon pool, and you scoop all the way straight through.
Crying as he does it.
Crying. Following you is Kilnip, and then I guess the rest of you by succession.
Well, I think Mags is maybe last.
Yep.
And I think that as she's holding onto the rod and Captain Bebo does the knock, 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 I think Max has that sudden moment where she realizes that weren't they talking about some creature or something dangerous that's meant to be around? And she suddenly has this like, but it's too late. And she just goes, you just hear this like,
whoosh.
Yeah.
So the tube actually goes a lot further than it seems. Seems like it's a little short journey. It's not. It actually goes down and around and around and around and around and around and then out the back.
That sounds
It seems unnecessary.
Then again, engineering seems unnecessary. You're not entirely sure how you're going to
Is it
get
like a
back up.
flume, like an intestine?
Oh my God. No one asked how we're going to get back into
No one
the
did. Luckily, you've got the audiobook. I'm sure
Oh
you'll have
my
all
God.
the answers that you need.
Is there an option now that we're through the tube to select like the story of Captain Bebo's life?
Not at all. It's you don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I'd
but-
like that.
Okay.
So
Chapter select.
it's more about. I'm like a DJ at a wedding. I take requests. Yeah. So it's more like you don't get to choose it. It just
It just happens.
It just happens.
Yeah,
Are we all
that's fine.
listening to the same point?
Yeah,
at the
you
same
are.
time?
Yeah, we must be.
As far as you think you are.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as you think you are.
Chapter 1, my previous life as an actor.
Treading the balls.
Chapter 1, treading the balls.
I might have to kill Bebo.
Now that you have descended onto the soft marshmallowy floor of this part of our journey, we're off to the kelp farm. As you may or may not know, I once tread the boards as a rather renowned actor.
He's the David Attenborough of this fantasy universe.
Yeah. Actually, I realised I've gone David Attenborough.
You've got very David Attenborough.
Yeah.
But
Was
I
it
kind of
James
love it.
Mason? James Mason. Yes.
I realise my accent may have changed. That's just the pressurization.
Trying to start a fight. So this carries on as he discusses his success, meteoric rise as an actor, and then his career change suddenly as you're walking towards the kelp farm. As you all settle down and emerge from the very interesting and slightly nauseous making journey you made through the intestines of the submarine, you're ejected out onto a marshmallowy soft goldenly sanded seabed. There are fishes flying around. You're not so deep that you can't see normal marine life that you know well from documentaries and trips to the seaside, but it still seems incredibly deep and much deeper than you probably would have gone on a normal scuba diving trip. In front of you, laid out is an expanse. is this huge area in front. The visibility is incredibly clear. You can see up to 20 or 30 meters, maybe even more ahead of you. There are rocky outcrops either side, and in the distance you see, almost like billowing, like soft linen, are these incredibly tall trees made of kelp. They stretch from the seabed floor, clearly a cultivated space, like a farm indeed, and they reach up meters and meters and meters up towards the surface, where the golden light that is permeating through the water picks up and reflects back off these beautiful, beautiful undulating leaves. As you step forwards, Captain Bebo ushering you forwards towards the path, you realize how alien this world is, how out of place you seem, and yet how serene and beautiful it can be as well. Truly, the oceans of all these different worlds, including your own that you've left, are a majesty to behold. Bebo is now leading. He's also got a little carry case which he opens up, which comes out of a compartment on the outside of the ship. He opens up and all these long harpoons and like a lance. Like he gives you a barbed lance. He gives you all harpoon guns and also these kind of sling bags which have got netting, like a net sling bag to collect stuff underwater clearly, so that the water doesn't stay in the bag obviously.
Neil, do I see any of the crystal things around here? Or is it just the kelp?
It's actually what you're standing on is like an open seabed. Okay. Above you, if anybody cares to look above you,
right,
you are incredibly deep. Okay. Although, what is it? Well, for a person, you're very, very deep.
Thalassophobia central, yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you look up, when I scuba dive, and there's a moment every time I scuba dive that I make the mistake of looking up, and it does freak me out a little bit because you're breathing underwater, which is kind of mad. I think we've all made constitution tests. I think we really want to feel to make you do that right now, especially because you're not in scuba gear, you're in a diving bell gear, so which is open, like one of those helmet things, I suppose.
So are we thinking straight away, or are we floating?
You're actually kind of you sort of float down a little bit as you scoot out, and then you gently come down to the marshmallowy like sand at the bottom. And then you look, sort of, if you're looking around, there is like a coral reef nearby. There's an open bit of water just goes out. You can also see what it looks to be like a hazy, in about 20, 30 meters away, there's like a hazy edge or what looks like a drop. So clearly this is like a kind of plateau, and there must be like a massive drop off in completely open water there. I mean, it's large enough to hold the ship, that the ship can go down, so you're really quite deep. But these diving bell suits seem to be incredibly resilient. I mean, I don't think any of you scuba dive well, maybe Mags does actually. Does Mags scuba dive?
No, I don't think she. No. Otherwise, that wouldn't really warrant the reaction
she snorkels.
So
she likes snorkeling.
She likes a bit snorkeling.
So you're aware.
Paddy's been on her list, but
Paddy's been on the list.
Yeah.
Paddy's on her CV.
It's on the CV.
She just hasn't done it.
Exactly.
Right. So all of you know what scuba diving is. You've seen films and such and documentaries and whatnot. But this seems way deeper than a normal scuba diving thing would be. It just seems weirdly deep. So, but yeah, that's what you see around you. There's also in the distance, you can see what you're heading towards, in fact. It looks to be rows and rows and rows and rows of very long green-like leaves that are just floating underneath the water. This is, of course, kelp. It's like a kelp farm. You can see it's very well ordered, and it's in the distance, and also near it, you can see little lobster cages and various other bits and pieces of basic farming equipment for underwater. There are rocks putting out. There is a whole bunch of stuff nearby. You also see an object in the distance quite close to where it is, but it's difficult to see it. But it's every now and again the light that does slowly reflect down here, although there isn't a huge amount, occasionally shines off it. And it's an object sitting reasonably close to the kelp farm, a little bit to the left side of it as you're looking at it. But it doesn't appear to be anything to do with the farm. It's just a weird, massive object. Maybe like, I don't know, the size of a truck.
Captain? Because we've got those speaking things.
You got a speaker stone, yeah. Which is, I'd say, So the left-hand side activates the audiobook. The right one is...
As you sit, now that we've got underway, on your right hand, on the same place you'll see the audiobook start and stop, you'll see a speaker stone activator. If you want to press that now, you can say hello to your chums.
What's that thing over there with the light on it? Sorry.
Oh, now. Over. Oh, no.
Anybody want Bebo's like,
No one responds.
Bloody hell.
anybody going to respond to
No,
this?
Max
Is this working?
Max, the next chapter of the book.
Max is now, you hear this click, 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 underwater, you can still hear a bit of sound. He goes, click, 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 and you see Max is like clicking through the audio book. It skips 10 seconds forwards, so you have to go through the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
This is one of those ones. So you're just like clicking your way through to the next chapter. Bebo comes back.
That, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's part of the shipwrecks. Ships often get wrecked here. In fact, maybe that could be something we're looking for. We should probably investigate. But first, we need to collect our supplies, and then, yes, we shall turn our attention to whatever that is. That wasn't here last time I was here. Good catch, Hench.
He gets your name right immediately.
Oh, that sounds very reassuring, doesn't it?
Why don't you go, Max? Check it out while we farm the kelp.
I think Mags is completely not hearing that. He has to say it like several times. Mags.
Mags.
And she's like, oh,
Sorry, Mr. Ville, I thought that was part of the audiobook.
Yes, sure. Would you like to take Mr. Khyber over to investigate the object, or we won't be too long here, the kelping?
Kelping.
Is it really wise to split up Bebo, Mr. Sir?
Actually, now that I thought about it, probably best to stick together.
Probably quicker all round, I imagine. Quicker all round. Yes. Oh, sorry. Sometimes the pressure gets to you and you find you need more coffee. All right, so thank you for that save, Max. I did not think that through.
Love it. I was just about to come in as well.
Are you sure?
Actually, yeah, all of you start pressing the speakers. Don't think even though he's talking. So all you guys start hearing is like...
Max, I think you left your channel open.
click, click, click,
yeah,
click,
as you hear,
Blink and breathe.
no, not blink and breathe anymore. No, it's something else. Mr. Bebo's philosophy.
Be the sea. Be the
Be
sea.
the sea.
Be the sea.
Do I hear this?
Yeah.
When we're communicating on the stance to each other, do we all hear the conversation?
Oh yeah, totally. This is completely open.
Oh,
microphone.
no private channel.
No private channel.
channel.
Well, as far as you know, there's no private channel.
Okay, but so I'm hearing Mags.
Be the sea. Be the sea.
How dare you?
Is that what you hear about? How dare you?
Oh, Neil's drawing again.
I am drawing you another map. I feel that you need it.
Oh,
For total immersion.
So it doesn't look like there's any of these crystals down here. It's just kelp.
As far as you know, this is called the kelp farm because it's singularly a kelp farm.
Fair enough. That's fair.
This is basically a rough map. I know. This is going to help
Very
with context.
rough, Matt.
Thank you.
Wow.
the kelp?
What?
Yeah. So
This looks like you've been practicing your signature.
Wow!
yeah, it does look like my signature. Okay, that's the ship. This is the cliff edge I was talking about. That's the kelp farm. These are rock and like fumes and things like that.
Okay.
And over here, there's some sort of shiny object which is quite large, which is further away from the kelp farm and further away from the ship.
How far in meters is it from like the kelp farm to where the captain is?
I'd say from the kelp farm is a couple hundred meters.
Is the signal still usable to talk if we're between
Yeah, you
those
guys are
distances?
together though. Don't forget, you haven't wandered off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
we
it's the
can't.
kelp farm.
Can we still communicate with the captain?
The captain's with you.
Oh, okay.
He's come with
I thought
you.
he was staying.
No. Although would have been funnier, I guess. So no, he's come with you. So he's with you, and he's sort of like guiding you towards the kelp farm, because.
Remember, trying to stay together and you've got blades on your wrists, which you can activate with the other button near your elbow, and that's to cut the kelp.
Oh,
Right button on the elbow.
Yeah.
you making notes?
Yeah.
Does anyone want to press it?
I'm going to wait till I get to the kelp, I think.
I'm going to press it.
I'm going
Okay.
to press it too.
You press it, and basically, like a singular Wolverine fucking claw comes out of the side, and it
Like
goes
a scythe.
like a scythe.
Yeah.
And it just goes like that.
Does it make that
It's
sound? Is
fucking enormous. Yeah. It's about a foot and a half long, and it protrudes from the side of the suit's
when it
arm.
comes out, does it cut the water and the bubbles just rise?
Yeah, it cuts the water and the water parts ever so slightly and then just rushes back in.
Yeah.
I think Mags is so like, oh my god, about this. She starts swinging it around blindly. Everyone has to like jump as far as you can jump in water, like out the way. Which
But it's
is a
all
bit
slow motion.
slow.
So it's like,
Yeah.
Oh no,
Exactly.
the sexy soul's jealous.
yeah.
Sexy underwater side.
Sexy side.
So you start swiping ineffectually. You can retract it with the same button. So we hear this like boom, boom, boom. It's like Max is just pressing and just swiping and unpressing.
Max,
She's
you
trying
have
to
the channel open again.
Okay, cool. So unless you want to do anything particular, folks, you can just make it to the kelp farm quite easily. Yep, nothing you want to do?
I'm guessing the kelp is enormous, right?
Yeah, it's really tall.
Yeah.
But it's like he goes over to it and then indicates you press the button on your audiobook.
Yeah.
Which you do begrudgingly, of course. I know.
Farming kelp.
Yeah.
How do we farm?
Chapter 2, Farming Kelp. As you can see before you, it's absolutely enormous. Look at its majesty and greenery, and I sound just like David.
I hear it now. I thought Dev's talking bullshit, but actually no, I hear it now.
Dev never does.
Dev never does.
Hey, keep it
Dev
going.
don't lie.
Keep it going.
Dev don't lie.
You see before you, there is, of course, the side that you've now found to use to cut the base of the kelp. So, as you can see, my friend, Mr. Bebo, Captain Bebo over there,
And Captain Bieber
He really
turns
loves
his
that
way.
joke.
He does
Yeah,
love
he
the
loves
joke.
it, yeah.
Kind of milking a
It's
little bit. I
only his
feel.
one.
It's his only shtick.
Every time he does it, by the way,
He puts a thumb
I
in.
go.
But is it getting a bit more tired now? The ha-ha-has.
No.
It's so routine. He's got it down to a T, so that he never misses a beat.
Yeah.
So every time it's
And
a
we can all
reference
hear
joke
it.
to himself, it's like he's.
We can all hear it, and I think we're all like internally like rolling our eyes.
I'm even doing it over the
Except your
talk
microphone's
style.
on, you just go groan. Okay, folks. Very quickly, actually, I need to actually do orders. I completely forgot
cool.
to do orders.
Is Thomas T. Thompson into this? The audio book stuff?
I mean,
know,
he's
man.
into everything Bebo.
Everything.
Everything Bieber. Everything's coming up, Bieber.
In fact, actually, he's going to have to start
do you
elbowing
want this
Mags
show?
out the way.
Do you want to do Nando's?
Ooh, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably get. You show me the menu. I'll choose something.
Yeah, let's do a Nando's today. Cool. So the audiobook goes on.
So once you've cut the kelp at the base, as my friend Captain Bebo is showing you,
He activates the scythe
So, yeah.
and then just cuts it, grabs the base, which isn't not drifting off anywhere. It's pretty heavy.
as you notice, we do a roly-poly motion.
He starts doing this with hands like it's cotton yarn.
Oh, to kind of wrap it
to
up.
wrap it up.
Okay.
He starts wrapping it, and then he puts it into the bag.
Now it's secure, draw the drawstrings over the bag, and there you go. Lots of yummy kelp for the crew and you. Off you go, and have fun.
Hysterical.
I'm kelping.
Can I stay? I'm
Full
going
up
to
with
just
the kelp.
drift closer to him.
Yeah. So you just punch off like it's on the moon. You sort of
Yeah.
like does a little hop and you just drift really casually, like a casual hop.
Maybe do a casual swipe at a
You do a casual swipe,
Yeah.
and you sort of like your helmet. You have to turn your entire body. You can't just like
Yeah.
look with your head. Yeah. and by the way, it's still steamed up, so you can barely see anything.
Going past him.
I like the fact everybody's breathing normally. You're the only person going.
That's probably what's steaming it up.
He's just not breathing. You think that's what scuba divers do? They go. Because you're breathing like that, which is what's steaming. So it's like it's steamy, then it's clear, then it's steamy, then it's clear. Like on and forward. It's great. Okay.
Kelp, got Lusty Vader over here.
Yeah, Lusty Vader.
I feel like Nathan is furious at how informative his audiobook is.
It's so informative. It's so informative. It's articulate. It's erudite. It's economical when it needs to be. The only thing that you've got going for you is that he doesn't seem to have a very good sense of humor.
Yes.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Like this is a 7 out of 10 because of that.
I love it when people are groaning around me at his jokes.
Yeah.
It's just like an internal. He's laughing so much inside, but on the outside.
Yeah, and he's just such a powerful hum that every now and again out of the back from the respirator, a little bubble comes up.
But also, I think every time he drops like a fact that's like, that I interpret as being like really deep, like, the kelp is really large, and I'm like, oh yeah. It is really large. You can all hear Mags being like,
Kelp.
yeah.
Mags, your channel is
Like,
still...
yes, the kelp is really large. Like, oh, it's so deep. You know, like just thinking about the meaning of life.
The audiobook goes on.
As you can see, kelp is one of the most fantastic superfoods in the sea. I've now gone full Attenborough. I'm committing to the pit.
You really are.
Full of minerals and iron. It has everything a growing mammal needs to survive underwater. There we see the lesser spotted mag.
Sorry. so I'm getting lost in the fantasy, man. So you gather up the kelp quite easily. You only need to take like one long, tall, I don't even know how to describe this, like a tall tree of kelp each. Yeah. And it packs out the bag carrying.
Yeah, because they're massive.
They're massive.
Yeah.
You also see Bebo goes over to the... Bebo goes over to the lobster farming areas, and there's like crabs and lobsters that have been caught in there. He picks up a couple and he swaps them out for a couple he's been carrying on his back and hands them to a couple of you. In fact, actually, Inel, he hands you like a lobster, like a little crabbing box, and in it, you swear to fucking God that you know that fucking crab. And the crab, and you see this crab going clack, 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 and it looks fucking petrified. You lift it up to your little fish tank opening, and then the crab just goes clack and stops and just looks at you, and it fucking knows who you are too.
What? Shit. I know you. You! I know this crab! You've returned, have you, Pincher? Well, you've returned for the last time.
The crab seems to
I think we all see bubbles. Like, he's like,
yeah. Who's the fucking daddy now? As this crab is now scuttling backwards and forwards in this cage, like looking completely petrified, like or thinking about all of its choices about pinching on the nose, pinching on the finger. Yeah, so little old crabby there looks like a goner right now. Cool. Okay, so you then attach the crabby to your back. So now you have crabby in a cage. You're not friends, but you now have this lobster trap essentially on your back. He gives the other one to Hench, which there's a little thing on the back of your seat that you click into. Cool. Kilnip sort of now is like, you notice Kilnip's been away from you for most of this journey, but as you sort of like, you see, and you seem to be like in a better mood for some inexplicable reason.
I guess I look over to her for like, not acceptance, but like a...
Bridging the gap, offering a peace. You beat me. It's that guy. So,
remember that I told you the story.
I've got this fucking.
Remember?
So Kilnip sort of looks back at you, sort of the suit sort of cocks its head, and then she just offers up a very slow thumbs up, as if like bridging the peace back, and
it's still cutting though because she's not 100% there.
She's not 100% there, but you guys have like made peace, I guess, to a certain degree. Cool. And you see her like sort of hopping her way towards like where you are.
They're finding their way over.
They're finding their way back to each other. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so with that motion, you then Bebo raises up his right hand, clicks and
Right, now that we've done these tasks, well done everybody, including Max. Well done. We're of course going to investigate this object you pointed out. Mr. Henshaw, I think you pointed this. Would you like to lead the way to whatever this thing was?
Are we not going to take everything back because we've got free hands first, or are we just going to...
No, it doesn't seem to be necessary. After all, we can take a dogleg route back to the ship, and we're just having a look at whatever this thing is. I don't think there's any danger around here.
Rightio.
Mr. Bebo, are you sure?
Every time you speak, it's just like somebody's clicking it.
Yeah, like I'm cutting myself off. No one can really hear. But what about the...
You didn't say that.
You didn't say to hold. Yeah, and I'm like, and nobody hears me saying, but what about that creature you told us about? Because it's like...
All right. So without much further ado, Hench leading the way, and I guess assuming all the rest of you, including Mags, I guess, at the back, going towards it. You start hopping your way gently towards the... How are you doing with the Nando's order, Tom?
Still figuring it out.
Would you like a bottle of wine with that, Tom?
It's been bloody 10 minutes.
Maybe a Chateau de Pat de
There's a
Neuf.
lot of options.
I call it lobster.
Been sometime. Yeah, there's a lot. We had a whole fucking crab thing just happened.
Don't rush me, man. I'm nearly done.
Well, I'm trying to rush you because some of us need to pee, some of us need to eat.
Come on, Tom.
Come on, Tom. I'm trying to wrap this shit up. Come on, Nick.
I'm listening. Come on, wrap
I think
this
it's
up.
enjoyed the audiobook way too much, you know.
We got lost in the
If you'd like to leave a review.
please like and subscribe and shit. So at that point you start sort of bounding your way over. All of you are getting a bit more used to it. It's not like walking; it's more like hopping.
It's like being on the moon.
It's like being on the moon. You sort of have to hop your way through. And there's a little tiny fins at the back of this suit, which as you hop, they sort of activate a little bit and flutter, pushing you forward so you don't get too knocked away by the currents. So it's actually really useful. It's almost like a mini jetpack underwater.
Yeah.
Can I discover a secret button?
You may. What does it you want to do? Maybe.
So this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
There's a button somewhere that obviously Bieber hasn't told us about because he knows that we'll all go crazy, but it does activate like almost like a lift and like a across the water.
Like a jet propulsion thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And Mags, this is what I'm thinking.
Accidentally presses it.
And it's propelled into this object, which obviously we don't know what it is.
Oh my God, that's so good.
It could be
That's really
bad,
good.
That's really
it could
good.
be-
Okay.
And, cliffhanger. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. So we're going to pick that bit up, okay?
Yes.
All right, cool. You can you're bounding away towards this object. You're all sort of going together, Mags at the back. What do you want to do?
I'm too absorbed in this audiobook.
Yeah.
And I think as I'm kind of checking to see if all the equipment is there and whatever, and I just brush something that's kind of on almost like the armpit section of the suit.
Yeah.
And I
Is it
seem to
chafing?
activate a button.
Is the armpit chafing?
Yeah, something
Something's there.
doesn't feel right, and I just sort of like to brush something away. But in that brushing section, I seem to activate a button.
Yes. Okay. I know where you're going with this. All right. Cool. So you. Oh yeah. Okay. So what you do is get something that's really uncomfortable because your frame is much slender than everybody else's. The suit is a little bit baggy for you. So actually you're catching against something, and in frustration you just give it a good whack and push down. And actually what you don't realise is you've actually activated like a turbo button for this back fluttering booster. You suddenly lurch forward with your chest, and you are now propelled straight forward through towards the destination you're going to, which is this big shiny object. Can everybody please make a disadvantaged dexterity test?
Okay. Right, wait.
Also buys me time to look at lunch.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Right, wait, let's see.
Well, I fail.
Fail?
Ooh, I got an 18.
You pass.
But hang on, you got to roll it twice and take the worst one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I've got 5.
Excellent.
5 as well?
No, missed it.
Oh my God, I was so happy because I thought this might happen. All right, so as Mags accidentally overrides this is a manual override which activates an emergency booster, which takes the little fins at the back, which propel you slightly forward to fight against currents. This now ramps up to like overclocked. So it just goes and just boosts you like some sort of like water propulsion unit.
It's quick.
Yeah, and you get lurched forward to the point where you're completely off balance. Your arms come out, which now also change the path direction because the currents and water pressure against you is now changing your arc. So you suddenly go bam straight into the back of Thomas T. Thompson, skirting around Captain Bebo, and then bam straight into the back of Killnep, who goes bam straight into the back of Nathan Kyber, and then last person you see is a slow turning form of Hench. As he starts waving his hands left and right, and then you just go bam straight into him, and now you are essentially a mammalian shish kebab. As you're now all hurtling off.
A human centipede, if you will.
A hero centipede, if you will. Oh my God.
We're going to die in this world.
We're going to need to change the rating of this song faster.
As you're now essentially a train of people hurtling towards this shiny, massive object. As you get closer with no way of stopping you, eventually the propulsion unit splutters and obviously stops, but the inertia that you're traveling is too great great. You can't stop yourselves. You all sort of break off into this like V formation and one by one go bam, 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 bam into the side of this object. You slam in, luckily because the water cushions you in the suits you're in, no particular damage is done because you're not traveling that fast, but it is very funny. But you slam back onto the seabed, you manage to all like get up and stand around. There's a huge billow of sand which creates almost like a fog cloud around you, and eventually this starts dissipating. You check on each other to make sure you're okay, and then one by one you turn back to whatever the fuck you just hit, and you see it, and it's surreal. It's like a fever dream. In front of you, surrounded by seaweed, by fishes swimming in and out of it, is a rusted yet seemingly perfectly intact, apart from these various now new dents in the side of it, truck. It's not just any truck, it's a Mr. Whippy ice cream truck. And it stands there with a couple of its doors opening and little like fishes flying in and out of the clearly broken glass, with the ice cream machine banged in and dented and opened up at a weird angle. And it just sits there. And as you've banged it, you also now hear this as whatever song plays out from its now
green sleeves.
Yeah, green sleeves.
Is the glowing thing is there like a glowing ice cream on like a lit up ice cream?
There's a lit up ice cream which goes and splutters and pretty much explodes internally and then just goes quiet and dark.
And Mr. Whippy as we know it from our world, right? Okay.
Boy.
That's fucking creepy.
And at that point, folks, I think we're going to end the episode. Why not?
What?
Yeah, that's a cliffhanger.
It was a mini cliffhanger. I like the bit where you all slam into each other and just smash the side of this Mr. Whippy.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, that's it.
That's Mags's fault for pumping the sea.
Yeah, he was. All right, folks. Very strange cliffhanger, I guess, but it's going to feel like a natural ending point. That episode, what we can call this episode?
Underwater power pose.
Or just power pose.
I think power pose. Power pose. Okay, that was chapter. God, is that 11?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
No, it's not. No, it's not 11. 11, 12 was the bonus that we're releasing as well.
So 13.
That's the end of chapter 13. Power pose. Find your power pose. Power pose. Find your power pose. Thanks to the amazing pit stop, and also to Jake, our effervescent engineer.
Thank you, Jake. I love that.
Yeah.
Bit of alliteration.
Thank you also to our amazing engineer, our amazing editor, Marta, who puts together such wonderful work. And mostly thanks to all of you, dear listener, especially the Patreon members, people that really help us, allow us to continue to do this work in the studio and also have guests in and do all kinds of fun, crazy things for our bonus content. Thanks very much, folks, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. How about that? Cool. Thank you.
Lovely. Wetting with it.
Off the dome.
Tom, that is the sloppiest bit of TikToking I've ever seen in my entire life. He flipped right.
Can we record this bit as well, please, on a separate track? We're going to the episode. Dungeons and Dragons and Dramas is put together by a creative team of people such as Tom DeVille, Clym Dodds, Devora Wilde, Inel Tomlinson, Marta is our editor, and special thanks to Pitstop Productions, producer Hannah Smith, and our audio engineer Jake McCormack. Thanks for listening, folks. See you next time.
Bro, you're forgetting Sarah Neslin. She's the one that composed the tune Champions of the Ring of Peace. Big tune, by the way. She also played it, and that's her vocals in it as well. Come on, Neil. Give her props.
Oh, we got the fortune
It's got his gun dice.
God, you haven't.
Fortune cookies!
You can't eat them. They're for the other show, which you will also be a part of at some point.
But
if
can
you're
we
free.
eat them then? Because I actually really love the taste of
We
them.
do eat them, but they're specifically their plot points. They changed the nature of the plots. We read them out. We did it last time.
Fortune cookie! Fortune cookies! She's nothing if not versatile.
Yes, indeed.
I got to play an old one.
She needs to calm the fuck down. She hasn't been around adults for a long time.
I was about to ask you, has it been some time?
Yeah, Jen and Oleon always are like, you haven't been around
been adults,
grown-ups,
yeah,
have you? And I'm like, nope.
Tom,